Hello, everyone, and welcome to Boone, North Carolina, at Beaver Field at Jim and Bettie Smith Stadium as the Boone Bigfoots take on the HPT Locos in this Friday night matchup. I'm Eric Fisher alongside Jeff Marson. Jeff, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent. This is my first Bigfoots game of the season. I'm looking forward to see what these guys got and hopefully a contentious contest here.
Yeah, Bigfoots have dropped their last 4 games, but on our last broadcast here on Friday night, we saw the Bigfoots get a dominating win, and once again we see Dooley pitch, but in these last 3, Bigfoots have lost 4-9 to the River Bandits, then 11-10 against the Valley Stars, and then another close one against the Disco Stars, 2-3. So they've been in these games, it's just can't quite execute them yet.
Yep, you're exactly right, and 3 of these past 4 games have been on the road, so it's still always nice to be back home, and of course they're going to be at home the next 2 games, so I think they'll get a kick out of being on the home stand and hopefully pick up some wins.
Yeah, definitely hope so. I mean, being at home, that just brings a little confidence. You're more comfortable in this atmosphere and everything, and used to it. Also, beautiful night here in Boone as well. Great
Gorgeous.
weather. Great weather, but you tired at all? Waking up at 5:30? If you guys, obviously you don't know, but Jeff was up pretty early this morning.
Yeah, I was. I've had little to no caffeine, but I'm ready to roll regardless. No tired eyes out of me. I'm ready for some baseball.
Yeah, and second season here for Ryan Smoot, the coach here. Record 27-9, but I remember Matt mentioning it the last broadcast. You obviously know Matt from WASU.
Yep.
But the Bigfoots also started out a little shaky last season, but they found their stride. So maybe this could be the game where they turn it around.
Yeah, like I said, it's a 3-game, essentially home series for this weekend. So good opportunity for the Bigfoots to turn it around here, and it starts right now here with Matt Dooley on the mound.
And Avery Adams is up to bat for the Locos, second baseman. And we will see the opening pitch for our second broadcast here, the Boone Bigfoots versus the HPT Locos. Here's the pitch from Dooley. And that one is a strike from Dooley. And we have an 0-1 count here.
Taking a look at him in the warm-ups, he's got a bit of an awkward delivery. But now it looks like it's more standard. See another strike there.
And it's an 0-2 count here for Dooley versus Adams in the first at-bat of this game. And here's the 0-2 pitch. See if you can get him to swing at something possibly outside here. Doesn't get the call, just high there, and it'll be a 1-2 count. It's funny, you mentioned the awkward delivery. I noticed in our first broadcast in the game Friday, a lot of the pitchers had a lot of sidearms. It was pretty unusual. You don't see that too often. It really caught me off guard, especially watching the MLB. I feel like you rarely see some.
Right, and I don't really get the use of warming up that way and then going back to the standard, 3-quarter or overhand delivery.
Yeah, doesn't quite make sense, but whatever works. And that ball, it'll be out of the stadium. Hopefully everyone's windshield and car is okay. But on the first game on Friday, we saw fans. Probably like 20 kids in the stands just run after every foul ball. But
I
don't see many.
That's what they're there for. They're the ball retrievers for the Bigfoots. Of course, everyone loves to get a nice souvenir, especially the kiddos.
Yeah, definitely. And that ball is outside. Now we'll have a 2-2 count here for Adams as he's staying alive here in this at-bat.
And Dooley's gone to the breaking ball twice to try and get Adams to chase, and both have just missed its spot and will probably have to default to the fastball.
And there's the pitch, and doesn't get him there either. It looked like, Dooley might have thought that one was a strike, and same with the catcher there, but he does not get the call. And now we have a full count here for Adams, as Barker is your catcher too tonight here for the Bigfoots. And here is the full count pitch from Dooley against Adams. And he makes contact. He'll stay alive for another pitch in this at-bat.
All the strikes thrown by Dooley so far in this at-bat have been fastballs. All 3 balls have been breaking pitches.
Yeah, hopefully Dooley finds some control of those as the game progresses here. Here's the pitch.
Oh.
And goes side.
There it is. That's what we were looking for.
That was so unexpected there. He stepped so far off the mound there to the right of it.
Credit to Adams. Didn't change anything. Able to fight it off in on the hands. Got to protect with anything close.
And here's full count pitch again, and that one will be high. And going up with 2 strikes in this at-bat, he ends up walking Adams, and quickly the Locos get a runner on base.
Yeah, went back to the breaking ball, so he's now 0 for 4 trying to locate that breaking ball. Didn't get Adams to chase it all either, so that's something that Dooley will look to improve upon moving forward.
And here's Chase Wade up to bat, the third baseman for the Locos. And here's the pitch. Let's see if Dooley can find some control here. And there you go. Fast pitch. It doesn't get the call. That'll be a 1-0 count. Fastball just misses there on the pitch. And here is the 1-0 pitch from Dooley. Waiting on the call. Got a runner on first. Here's the pitch. And it's a swing and a miss, and that'll be a 1-1 count. You know, I think we both got a little caught off guard there on that pitch by Dooley, and it was a full count, but it extended it.
Oh, absolutely. And we saw him try the sidearm during the warm-ups, and we said, well, what's that for? And turns out it's just part of his repertoire.
Yeah, and he throws at first to catch Adams off guard, but he doesn't. Adams will stay safe there. And it looked like a little bit of shift there was on with the second baseman very far over, but they go back normal there for the Bigfoots. And here's the 1-1 pitch. And making contact. Jeff flinches a little bit there with the one coming back, but we are safe here in the booth, and we have a 1-2 count.
Always got to be ready.
Yeah, you never
know.
You never know. You never know.
That's just part of my instincts. I played at third, the hot corner, so you got to have those fast twitch reflexes.
Yeah, here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, never mind. Throws to first, and Adams will be easily safe there. You know, I played left field for a little bit of T-ball. Wasn't the best baseball player. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't the best. But I did get walked a lot because I didn't swing much. That's the truth. And making contact, staying alive here, is Wade, and that'll be a 1-2 count still. As definitely heard a lot of fans run for that ball. Hopefully they get a souvenir.
Dooley finally able to get the hitter to chase one of those breaking balls. Was looking for the strikeout, of course, unable to get it.
And here's the 1-2 pitch from Dooley. And that one will be down the middle. He gets the call. Oh, never mind. He does not get the call.
He did.
Oh, he did get the call. I was lost there for a second.
I mean,
that was a very awkward.
No, you can
there.
be lost because the hitter thought it was a ball, but it was right down the middle.
Yeah, he said, and it was a pretty delayed call there from the ump. He was quite slow making that call, but Anthony Hosner up to bat here, first baseman for the Locos. But yeah, that one really confused me. I wasn't quite sure what the call was, but then he did walk away. I don't know. We move on. As in the new at bat here, here's Hosner against Dooley. And the first pitch, that one will be low. As Barker took a look at first with Adams cheating off first there, but 1 ball, 0 strikes here. And here is the 1-0 pitch from Dooley. And that one will be just outside. And 2-0 count here for Hosner going against Dooley. And Adams is cheating off there, and Dooley keeps... It's funny, Jeff, you actually missed it in our first game. Dooley, when he had a runner at first, he threw back to... Oh, and Adams goes, and he will be... Well, that was a foul ball. Foul ball by Hosner there. So Adams will go back to first, but as I was saying, Dooley actually... I forget who was on base there for the Warriors in the last game that we had on Friday. Dooley just threw to first probably like 5 times in one at bat, and then finally picked him off there, but Dooley does not like to have runners on base.
Also, these leadoff hitters, they're usually the fast guys, and that's what Avery Adams is trying to be right now.
Yeah, Adams showed some speed there as he was trying to steal second, and Dooley does throw to first, but he does not. Adams is easily getting back here, though, but I think Dooley's just trying to keep him at bay, trying not to have him cheat off too much, because it looks like he might run again.
Yeah, his lead's not too big, but...
It's really not, yeah. And another foul ball there for Hosner. It'll be a 2-2 count now. But yeah, Adams isn't cheating too much. He's staying close there, so. Dooley, maybe Dooley's just a little worried about second base getting stolen there. And here's a 2-2 pitch from Dooley. And making contact, that'll go right to the shortstop there. And this should be a double play for the Bigfoots. Do they get the call at first? They don't. He will be safe, but they get the out on second, and Adams will be out, but Hosner is safe at first, and that's 2 outs for the Bigfoots. Nearly got the double play there, but the first base throw was just a little bit away.
And that was a smart play there at shortstop by Tylen Reese. He easily could have caught that ball and secured the out, but aware enough to try and make the double play. It didn't work out, of course, but to have that presence of mind is impressive.
And here's catcher Christian Amaro. And that ball will be inside. It'll be a 1-0 count. As also Hosner, it might be cheating a little bit off first, but definitely not as much as Adam. He's actually not. He's sticking to first base. Now he does get a little bit of a lead, but not too much. And here is the 1-0 pitch from Dooley. And he won't get the call on that one either. That'll be a 2-0 count here. Compared to last game, Jeff, he missed it, but Dooley is finding the strike zone, I feel like, pretty early last game, but he's not hitting it here quite yet.
Of course, had that leadoff walk to start the game.
And here's the pitch. That'd be a 3-0 count for Dooley. And Amaro's been quite an easy at bat here for him. He hasn't had to do too much.
That's exactly right.
He's getting everything he wants. 3 pitches, 3 balls. Hasn't even had to swing yet. Here's a 3-0 pitch. And he doesn't get that call either. That one is low, and that'll be a ball. And that is 4 pitches and 4 balls. And he walks Amaro just like that. And that is not what Dooley wants to see early on in this game.
Yeah, walks early on can really shake your confidence as a pitcher, almost more so than hits. Because even with hits, you can throw good pitches, and the hitter just, gets the bat out there and pokes it into the outfield. But when you can't control any of your stuff like Dooley did in that at bat, it can be a little bit frustrating as a pitcher.
Yeah, and Dooley, it still seems like we didn't see the sidearm, but he's still kind of trying to figure out what he's throwing here. But here's the pitch, and you won't get the call on that one. It'll be a 1-0 count here as Jaden James is up to bat here for the Locos. And Dooley's still trying to just settle in this game. 2 outs, got a runner on second and first here. And here's the 1-0 pitch from James with Hosner cheating a lot off second. And making contact. That one will go to center field. Will he make the catch? They will, and the Bigfoots will survive this inning. Dooley got the 2 outs, but went down a little early and got a little nervous there, but survives the inning. And had some strange calls there, but the Bigfoots will survive and be up to bat next. And leading off for the Bigfoots will be Sealer, then Lex, and then Reese for the Bigfoots. And now for the Bigfoots, we'll take a look at some of the Boone Bigfoots theme nights upcoming. June 11th, we got Carnival Night Part 1, and then June 12th, Carnival Night Part 2, and then June 17th, Friday Health Plan Sponsorship Nights. June 25th, Golden Ticket Night. July 4th, Jeff will be calling July 4th for the WASU broadcast on the radio. That'll be Independence Day. July 7th, Thirsty Thursday. July 9th,
Sounds like looks like a fun time on Thirsty Thursday. So
maybe Jeff will be in the stands for that one.
Oh, maybe.
July 10th, Elvis Impersonators Night. July 16th, Hawaiian Night. July 22nd, Game Used Raffle Night. Then we get a crowd for that one. And then July 31st, Carnival Night for the Bigfoots.
Technically, Carnival Night Part 3.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That is the last home game of the season for the Bigfoots there. Yeah, so a lot of good promotions here. Should be a lot of fun for the Boone locals coming out, especially some nights like Thirsty Thursday, Independence Day, and Elvis Impersonators Night, which I'm really interested to see how many people participate there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if you go to the game, if you're going to dress up at all. Are you going to wear any Elvis outfit if you go to that game?
No, but I could maybe give an impression to go on that night, but...
Are we going to get one right now?
No, it's not Elvis Impersonators Night at the moment, so we'll hold off on that until the time comes.
Yeah, maybe when we get closer, we'll hear Elvis Impersonator Night from Jeff. Can't wait to hear that one.
A lot of good promotions, though. It'll be fun to come out to these games more than just the baseball. You get to participate in some extracurriculars as well. I mean, there is some that were not on the graphic that are intriguing, like... I believe Superhero Night was not on there. That's a promotion on June 18th. We have Canadian Night.
Okay.
On July 1st. That's Canada Day.
Yeah, Canada Day.
But yeah, a lot of good stuff. Just about every home game's got a promotion.
Also, the Bigfoots always put on a show too. Pre-game, they were dancing to I think it was Bruno Mars song. I forget what song, but it's all backflip, killer backflip. Impressive.
Got some backflips. Got some in-sync dance moves. Got Biggie the Bigfoot doing his thing near home plate. So,
and Josh Sheeler gets the hit, but a great play by shortstop there for the Locos as Cole Porter is pitching tonight for the Locos, and Sealer making contact there in the first pitch, but he will be out. But I wanted to mention Josh earlier. He said he had a great, in the graphic there, Ricky Bobby impression. So maybe he could do better than your Elvis impersonation. I don't know.
I'd hope so.
Is it not hard to top it?
Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I haven't heard his, of course.
Yeah, you never know. Said it was his best, though, so who knows. As Logan Lex is up to bat here for the Bigfoots. And here's the first pitch. And that will be a ball for Lex. As Logan Lex calls George Washington game day hype song La Mama de la Mama by El Alpha.
Can't say I've heard that one, Eric.
Yeah, I have not either. Need to increase my music repertoire. But Logan Lex making contact, and that will get down the third baseline. And Logan Lex looks a little gingerly running to first there, but he will be safe for a first base hit for Logan Lex. As Logan Lex last Friday, he had a slide there into second base, and it was a little awkward. He was out for the rest of the game, but he looks happy. He's got a smile on his face, and getting a base hit there early on. I don't know what shoes those were. I don't know if those are cleats or maybe boots. I don't know, but Jeff, I don't know, you might have missed that, but if you look at first base there, Logan Lex, I don't know if those are cleats. It might be like hiking boots. Not sure, but Tyler Reese is up to bat here. Go-to karaoke song, Let's Do It Again. As I just heard that for the walk-up song as well for Tyler Reese from UNC Asheville, not too far from here.
The Bulldogs.
And Logan Lex is having a talk currently with, looks like his coach Ryan Smoot. Maybe about the ankle, running a little gingerly there, but seems like he's okay. Good hit there, though, from Logan Lex. He made I don't know if you saw it, Jeff, but, I mean, it was a top 10 play, in my opinion. He made a fantastic play in left field, a great catch.
Also, that's extra bases every day of the week if he's not a little gimpy on that ankle, so.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good that he at least got to first, right?
Yeah, take a base hit whenever you can. And here will be the first pitch to Tylen Reese from Porter. And that will be low, and that'll be a ball for the first pitch there. As Tylen Reese had a pretty good first game for the Bigfoots against the Warriors. Probably every player had a great game in that game, but numbers haven't looked as good after that one. So hopefully the Bigfoots can bounce back on this. Maybe it'll be a good luck charm, for every broadcast we do. And that is inside, and that'll be a 2-0 count here for Reese. As Porter is still warming up into this game, so see if he can find the strike zone a little bit. But Dooley and Porter so far, see what they can get. And here's the 2-0 pitch from Porter to Reese. And it'll be a 3-0 count here, as Lex is cheating a bit off first after looking a little gingerly there, but he's still taking his time walking around, so we'll see if Reese can get a base hit here, how Lex is moving.
Tylen Reese has been the best hitter for the Bigfoot so far. 8 for 16 at the plate so far, which works out for a 500 average for our math folks.
Yeah, that's not a bad average there. Not bad at all. As he gets the strike call there, Porter, so it'll be a 3-1 count. See if Reese gets the green light here against Porter.
Also leads the team in RBIs, runs.
So Reese is filling up the stat sheet, huh?
Absolutely.
And that'll be a ball, making it a 4-1 count. So Reese will go to first, and Lex will go to second. Lex still looking a little gingerly there, but makes his way to second, though. And
I mean, that's probably a dream scenario for him because he gets to move up, and he doesn't have to put in any effort to do so.
Yeah, I mean, that's a dream scenario. I feel like every time, Don't have to hustle too much. You get to just walk over. Why not? And here's Tyson Bass up to bat for the Bigfoots here against Porter. And here's the first pitch with runners on second and first with one out on the board. And that'll be a strike, making an 0-1 count. See the Bigfoots perform here, but go-to karaoke song, Good Directions by Billy Currington. You know that one, Jeff?
Can't say I do off the top of my head. Maybe if I heard it, I could know it, but
yeah, maybe one day we'll hear Jeff sing some of these karaoke songs. Who knows? And
certainly not on air.
Certainly not on air. Yeah, maybe during the commercial breaks. That's when Jeff will be singing them. Making contact there, making an 0-2 count was Bass. Porter up in this one, 0-2 for this at-bat against Bass. And here's the 0-2 pitch.
Bass from NC Wesleyan. It's a private school in Rocky Mount.
And makes contact with that. This will be a play for third base. He'll get the tag out, and he'll throw to first. And he won't get that one in time, so it'll be 2 outs, and runners will be at second and first again. But Lex is out at third. Good play there by the third baseman for the Locos, Chase Wade. But Tyson Bass doing a good job there to get on base. And up to bat now for the Bigfoots, number 11, Dallas Trevena, right fielder. And here is the pitch for this at-bat. Porter versus Trevena. And cheating off second there a lot is Reese, but he'll go back. And one thing I noticed the difference there between Dooley and Porter. Dooley's really taking a look at all of the runners he has on base. Porter's not really paying attention. He's focused on his pitching, it looks like.
2 outs, you generally do that. Just got to focus on the guy at the plate, get that last guy.
Just want to survive the inning here for the Locos, but in similar position as the Bigfoots were earlier in defense as well. And here's the 1-0 pitch for Porter against Trevena. He takes a look at second there, and he's going to step off the plate there. But Reese hasn't really responded too much, and he's going to stay in the position that he's at. And here will be the pitch. 1-0 count. Takes another look at Reese again. Here's the pitch. And no swing, but that'll be a strike, making it a 1-1 count here. And as I say that now, Porter looks at second about 4 times there in the span of since I said that. So yeah. I guess the commentator's jinx is true. I really think it is.
We'll see it more as the game goes along if you want to make assumptions early on in at-bats.
Yeah, that's a fair point. And making contact, but that one will be a foul ball there. Trevena getting a good hit there, good contact, but he just can't get it around the third base line and in play there. And Dallas Trevena, I'd like to mention, favorite baseball player, Bryce Harper, Philadelphia Philly, of course. If you listen to our Friday game, you would know I'm a Philadelphia Phillies fan. But Jeff is a Red Sox fan here. So.
Well, Bryce Harper does great work.
Oh, I appreciate that.
He hits baseballs very far on a lot of occasions.
Yeah, appreciate that. I feel like a lot of people don't like Bryce Harper. But here's the 1-2 pitch from Porter. Takes another look at Reese and then another one. But here's the pitch. And inside, but hitting is Trevena. And Porter slips on the mound. See, Trevena can get there, but he can't. He will be out, and the Locos will survive the inning. As almost got the bases loaded there were the Bigfoots. But it still will be a 0-0 game here. As up to are the Locos. From Boone, North Carolina here, 0-0. Bigfoots versus Locos.
To a place where you can grow.
A place to be heard.
And take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place? Let me show you.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
Athletics weekly every fall and spring on App TV. Watch apptv.com as well. As you're watching, currently popping on there. And Jeff, he's been on a couple A-game episodes himself. You know, said some great, I guess, hot takes. I don't think Jeff goes with many hot takes there, but
no.
Good show.
I mainly focus around accurate analysis. That's usually my go-to, but
I feel like you might be calling out someone there, but I don't know.
I mean, not anyone in particular, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of good stuff. We cover a lot of App State sports. We'll even go to the national or international level as well. We talk some soccer.
Yeah, got the World Cup upcoming soon as well.
Yep.
Definitely focus on some of that. But also, we did March Madness recently. WSU versus App TV, actually. I'd like to point out App TV 1 was on that winning side against Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff just made a face of disgust as I said that, but Here's the pitch from Dooley against McKinnon.
Didn't count.
March Madness apparently didn't count. It was a not a great win, but here's the 2-0 pitch from Dooley. And that'll be a strike, making a 2-1 count. Now that I think about it, Jeff, was it even really a win for us? I mean, we beat by like 10 points maybe, but it was probably the lowest amount of points you can win by. And like just low points in general. Not good. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Dooley. And that'll be low again, making it a 3-1 count here.
Also, you guys had Vermont in the Sweet 16.
You always got to pick your upset, and I thought Vermont could do it, but I don't think they made it out of the first round, but whatever.
They did not.
And making contact there was McKinnon, but that'll be an easy play there in right field for the Bigfoots. And first batter up, first batter down. That is an out for Dooley. Definitely likes to see that after not finding the strike zone a little too much there, but especially in the first inning, but gets an out in the first at bat.
Right, much better start in the second inning. Of course, when you give up a leadoff walk to start a game, it doesn't do well for your confidence, but a weak little fly out into right field will do a lot more good for the pitcher today.
Yeah, get the legs moving there too, and for the outfielders as well. Here's Gianni Romanello up to bat. For the Locos, he makes good contact there as that ball might get in the gap, but it will be colliding is the left fielder and center fielder. Oh, he might be down, but that'll be a double there for Romanello. That was some bad contact there, and I believe down on the field that is center fielder McCowan, I believe. I'm not sure, but that was some rough contact there. They collided. They did not see each other at all.
Right, you hope he's all right, but got to communicate a little bit better on those gap shots where two outfielders are converging. Unfortunate that we're seeing the injury.
Yeah, that was a big collision too there. It looked like I believe it was McCowan kind of got like by Lex. It looked like they collided, but it looked like maybe not Lex. I'm not sure who that was in left field there, but it looks like he just got kind of his legs swept from underneath him. And that was a rough fall to take there. Might have got the wind knocked out of him. Might have been Reese and McCowan actually.
And when you're running full speed, two guys running at each other, and especially when they don't know that the contact is coming, it certainly makes it feel a lot worse.
Yeah, definitely that was not something you want to see as a Bigfoots fan here. And still down, it looks like McCowan. That was tough contact, as I think he might just have the wind knocked out of him, and he's trying to regain his breath here. We'll see if the Bigfoots might make a change, possibly, but everyone waits here. And we're still seeing McCowan down, but yeah, that was a tough collision there, and it was a tough play as well. That was a good hit there though, by Romanello for the Locos, but it just got in the gap and a tough collision.
Yeah, and you certainly don't want to see that in an environment like this, where a lot of these guys are trying to get some baseball experience, but they're also here to have a little bit of fun. So you don't want to have any injuries occur. It looks like he's gotten up, but we may have a replacement. It looks like.
Yeah, McCowan is up and walking, but yeah, I assume we'll see a replacement here, definitely. As the Bigfoots, though, you got to continue playing baseball here as a tough collision there, but still one out and a runner on second there after the hit by Romanello. And hopefully McCowan is okay. But all the fans applaud Matt McCowan as he's walking off the diamond here. And I assume we will see a replacement with Matt McCowan walking off. But he looks to be okay, and hopefully he is completely okay. But still, a tough collision for everyone there, even for the left fielder, which I believe was Lex, that collided as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very unfortunate to see. This is a second broadcast. We saw another kind of injury too for Lex, as we were talking about it earlier. So hopefully the Bigfoots can stay healthy here, and we don't see any more unfortunate plays like this happen. As we wait to see who the replacement will be for the Bigfoots here in the outfield.
It's taking a little longer than you'd imagine.
Yeah, it might be some tough decisions here for Ryan Smoot to see what he comes up with to come out of the dugout here for the Bigfoots.
Plenty of guys waiting in cowboy hats that he could choose from.
Yeah, rocking the Cowboys hats, I would like to say as well. Maybe get Jeff wearing one of those in the booth sometimes.
I have my own.
You do have a cowboy hat,
Yes,
really?
I do.
Okay, wow. When do you bring it? We're unaware of the...
I did not know that the cowboy hat was a part of the player's brand as a part of the Bigfoots. I don't know what the relation is between the cowboy hat and Bigfoots.
Maybe it's like the new rally cap or something, you know?
Maybe it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on it. It looks pretty good. Everyone's wearing it well.
Yeah, I definitely say they're rocking it, but, you know, top of the second year, I wouldn't really say it's a rally cap. Now I think about it, really made no sense. But I had to call myself out before possibly you did. But it looks like up next to that
I'd
will
never
be...
call you out.
Really?
We'll see.
I don't know about that one. I feel like I already got called out probably once during this broadcast or before. Actually, the March Madness thing. Didn't you just call me out
Yes.
then? But up to bat will be Grayson Southern, as I believe we're still waiting for the replacement here for the Bigfoots.
Had plenty of fellas in cowboy hats just waiting for their opportunity.
Oh, Matthew McCowan is coming back out. It looks like he just has a tissue.
This is heroic.
This is heroic, as I think he just had a bloody nose, possibly.
wow.
He just had to fix it up. That is tough.
Someone who's broken their nose, it hurts.
Yeah, never broken my nose, and
Yeah.
knock on wood, hopefully I do not break my nose anytime
Looks like
soon.
he's plugged up and ready to go. He wants to stay in the game, and that's great news.
Yeah, love to see us a Bigfoots fan, and hopefully McCowan's just okay. Might have got the wind knocked out of him, and might have gotten in a collision, got hit in the nose there. It looks like he does have a bloody nose, but hopefully he's okay. As on second base is Romanello, and Grayson Southern looks like he'll be up to bat here, the right fielder for the Locos. But yeah, tough collision there for the Bigfoots on the defensive end, but everyone stays in the game, which is the good look for the Bigfoots, as now we know the delay. They were just patching up McCowan there.
Right.
Felt like a hockey play there as a hockey fan, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Quickly just go into the...
Stitch him up,
Yeah.
put him back on the ice.
Come right back out. But this time we're on the diamond, and McCowan is back out and looking healthy. Making contact there is Southern. This will be a play for third base, and he gets the out. Great grab there on first base. Fantastic play defensively. Will be 2 outs with Romanello on third there for the Locos. And up to bat now will be Justin Steens, left fielder for the Locos.
That was a great play there at first base, specifically showing off a little yoga skills, trying to make that catch with the stretching, able to get that second out for the Bigfoots. Of course, still have some trouble with the runner on third.
Yeah, this is where Dooley, like you said, you know, you got 2 outs, you just focus on the batter here. And here's the pitch to Steens, as that one will be a ball, getting into a 1-0 count here. But that was a great defensive play there for the first baseman, as the Bigfoots look good defensively here so far, playing some solid defense. And the pitch there, making it a 2-0 count. And now here, 2-0 count, and still Southern waiting to see if Dooley can get one in the strike zone here. The 2-0 count. And Romanello cheating off third there. I don't think he will steal home plate, though. That would be pretty wild to see. I think we
I'd love to see him try.
No, I think we might have saw one in the game on Friday. Now I remember. Yeah, so these summer league games, you see some crazy stuff. We might, but there's a strike there for Dooley. Here's a 2-1 pitch inside and swinging heavily with Steens, looking for the fences there, but he will miss, making a 2-2 count with 2 outs and Romanello on third.
You mentioned you see some wild stuff in these games. I mean, this is the first baseball game I've been to where the team comes out on the field and does a interpretive dance routine.
Yeah, definitely. And swinging and miss there. Great pitching there for Dooley in that last at-bat against Southern. He will strike him out. Now you get into the full count. Fantastic play there with leaving a man on base on third was Romanello. Tough collision there in defense between McCowan. But the Bigfoots stays a 0-0 game. Bigfoots do.
Fans, are you hungry or thirsty? Maybe you need some popcorn, a hot dog.
Hi, my name is Melissa Weddle, and I'm Department Chair of Recreation Management and Physical Education at Appalachian State University. We offer 2 degree-granting programs, one in Recreation Management with a focus in outdoor experiential education, recreation and park management, and commercial recreation and tourism. Our second degree-granting program in health, physical education, and coaching offers teacher certification for public schools in health and physical education. You can get a minor or certificate in coaching. We are the front porch to the Beaver College of Health Science, where our focus is on quality of life, wellness, and physical activity. We're located in the beautiful mountains of Boone, North Carolina, so come join us, check out our website, or take a class.
Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina, as you're looking at the best mascot in sports, Biggie the Bigfoot. Okay, Jeff. Loves to dance and hang out with the Littlefoots and can eat a whole pizza in one sitting. We were talking about this before. Do you think that's impressive, Jeff?
Because it depends on the size of the pie. If
Yeah,
we're talking
that's
about
fair.
just a Domino's medium pizza, I can slam that in a night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, same.
Granted,
Easily.
I'm a bigger gentleman. But, I mean, if Biggie, he likes the big pizzas, then good for him.
Yeah, and up to bat here for the Bigfoots is number 30 here. But Ryan Bellamy. But, you said that, like, I said he was the best mascot in sports. I felt a little doubt there, possibly.
I'm a big Wooly Bull fan of the Durham Bulls. I think he is the greatest mascot in the world, as they say.
Bellamy with a hit there, possibly getting the gap, but it'll be a play for the left fielder, and that'll be an easy grab for the Locos on defense. As one up and one down there for Porter and the Locos on defense.
Tough break for Bellamy there because he got good wood on that pitch. Just hung up in the air a little bit too long.
And up to bat here is catcher Barker for the Bigfoots. But, I think, no bias. I really do think Philly Fanatic's up there. I think he's a great mascot.
Yep.
Wooly the Bull, though, definitely is. Wooly the Bull deserves some more recognition amongst the pros and everything. He's definitely up there. Weird, you could say gritty, too, for the Philadelphia Flyers. Just
Yeah,
odd.
you got a nice Philly bias, but they do have great mascots.
They
so.
do. You got Swoop. I mean, Sixers and Franklin, not the best, but, Gritty.
Franklin the dog,
Yeah. Gritty isn't even, I don't even know what
He's a
Gritty
thing.
is. He is, but, it works. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Making contact is Barker. I don't want to be hitting the left field, another player. And that'll be another easy out for the Locos on defense. 2 outs, 2 up and 2 down. Not too many pitches here for Porter. It's been a pretty stress-free inning so far for him.
Yeah, you also can't complain if you're the Bigfoots. You're hitting the ball hard. That time Barker just got a little too far under that one, hung in the air. Of course, I talked about Bellamy with the line drive in the gap. That one really hung up in the air, which can't happen at altitude.
Yeah. And here's Henderson up to bat, playing first base here for the Bigfoots. But Henderson, hometown guy here, back in Boone, North Carolina. And making contact with that one, but that one will be a foul ball as it doesn't get around the first base. Goes to Guilford College, favorite baseball player, Chipper Jones.
Larry, one of the greatest switch hitters ever. Of course, a lifelong Brave. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame now.
I believe so. He's got a foul ball there in that one. Maybe a fan will get that one. Don't see too many running towards it, but always got some at least going for those foul balls. But 0-2 count here, 2 outs as Porter looks to have a fantastic inning here if he can get the strikeout on this next pitch here against Henderson. Here's the pitch. Down the middle, doesn't get the call though. Looks like he could have been there, but he does not get the call. It'll be a 1-2 count here for Henderson versus Porter.
Yeah, it looked like a couple inches too high for the umpire's liking.
And here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one will also be high. And now we have a 2-2 count. And just like that, Henderson surviving this at bat.
Not to say that one was definitely too high.
Yeah, definitely.
No debate there.
Yeah, no controversy on that one. Unless you're maybe a Locos fan, you can always make an argument on that one, but you never know. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Making contact is Henderson. It'll be a play here for second base. And they will, what's the call? He will be out. And it's a fantastic defensive inning there for the Locos. As didn't have too much trouble there. A couple flyouts and a infield play, but it will stay at 0-0 scores. We're starting to see the pitchers warm up here and put together a great game so far. 0-0 here for the Bigfoots versus the Locos in Boone, North Carolina. Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina here. Got a beautiful night. Sun's starting to set here at 7:10, but it'll probably be around for a bit more. As we've had a pretty clean game here so far on the defensive end, otherwise in the collision that we saw earlier, but everyone looks healthy so far. As up to bat will be the Locos with Dooley still in the game pitching. And there's a beautiful shot of the beautiful cowboy hats and some singing there in the Bigfoot's dugout, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good look for the guys.
Yeah, I think this is probably the only sport where I think you can get away with wearing that in the
Summer League wood bat baseball absolutely get away with this.
Oh yeah, I mean they were dancing a Bruno Mars earlier. So
yes.
You can get away with anything in Summer League baseball. That's the truth. And up to bat here for the Locos against Dooley, and here will be the first pitch of the up bat with a 0-0 count, and that'll be a strike on the first pitch there, making it a 0-1 count here for Dooley. So far, I'd like to maybe see more hits, but, we've seen some hits, and the defense survived, as that one is down the line, but it will be a foul ball. Good contact there for the Locos, as we are back to the top of the order with Avery Adams up to bat, and Adams just couldn't get that one fair. That might have been a lot of extra bases if that one stayed fair.
Yeah, we've seen his speed so far, but maybe down the left field line, that's 2 bags at most, but I'm sure the Locos would take any offense at this point in a scoreless pitcher's duel.
Definitely is. We see the sidearm there again from Dooley, but it'll be an 0-2 count here with Adams down in this out bat.
I once played with a player who said when he pitched, a sidearm pitch was one of his go-tos.
Really?
Yeah, and it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, whatever works,
Just changes the arm slot. That's all it is. Maybe a little more tail on it, or a little more movement, but...
As it'll be now a 2-2 count, as 2 pitches, 2 balls there for Dooley against Adams.
Now that Dooley's fiddled around a little bit, it's a 2-2 count.
And making contact there, staying alive in this at-bat is Adams, as now we have a 2-2 count here still, as Dooley hopes to get a strikeout here and, maybe go out early here in the top of the 3rd inning. So here's the 2-2 pitch. Making contact there is Adams. This will be a play at third base. Ooh, and that one will probably be an error, as it can't make the play there on defense for the Bigfoots. That is a tough one to swallow, as that was Bass at third base there. Just couldn't quite corral it. Looks like he was thinking of the throw before he had control of the ball.
Yeah, that one just had a little bit of funky spin on that. Tough play for Bass on what looks like a routine play.
Yeah.
But what you can't see from these cameras is the big spin on the ball, and I think that's what got Bass that time.
And now up to bat is Chase Wade for the Locos, and here's the pitch with Adams at first. First pitch will be a strike for Dooley. Also, you do see some, I mentioned it last broadcast, obviously you weren't here for that one, but you see some weird, bounces with turf sometimes with the ball. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's always different.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot when we're broadcasting App State baseball games. It almost acts as a trampoline with all those pellets under there. The ball bounces so much more. Spin is a little more exaggerated, and it usually makes it tough for the infield and outfield.
Yeah, I never played baseball on turf, but I played soccer on turf, and it's just really hard to have control of the ball in there. It just feels like it glides so much easier and just moves so much faster. So that's definitely something you got to adjust to, especially some of these guys at their home stadium playing natural grass, and that's an inside pitch, nearly hitting Wade, as Wade will walk that one off. But we now have a 1-1 count here, as we've seen a lot of non-pitches from Dooley thrown to first there, as Adams is cheating off first. Maybe we'll see this duel going all night.
Call that pitch chin music in the business.
And here's a 1-1 pitch, making contact, but that'll be a foul ball. As definitely a fan will get that one. There's a lot running to that ball, but 1-2 count here for Dooley has got a chance to strike out Wade, or maybe try to get a double play here if they can get one in play to shortstop or something.
Middle infield's ready for it, and in that double play depth, playing a little closer to the second base bag.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from Dooley. Swinging and making contact, staying alive will be Chase Wade. Stay at 1-2 count here, 0 outs, and Avery Adams on first base.
Wade trying to get a little bit of revenge after the strikeout looking in his last at bat.
So here's the 1-2 pitch from Dooley. As Biggie the Bigfoot walks right past us. And making contact is Wade. And Adams stole second, but we'll have to go back to first there with the foul ball.
Poor guy, that's the second time it's happened to him. I was not a fan of when I had to jog back after a foul ball after a stolen base because...
Yeah. Getting your cardio workout in at least, right?
I mean, cardio is not exactly in my vocabulary.
Yeah, maybe Adams likes to work out the cardio, but it's a drop play by Logan Lex there on first, and that'll be a base hit for Chase Wade on another infield error there by the Bigfoots defensively. You know, I mentioned it, I believe, last inning. You know, they were playing some solid defense here so far, otherwise than the collision there in the outfield, but just like that, 2 errors it looks like on the board for the Bigfoots.
And you also mentioned the announcer jinx.
Yeah, I'm just, maybe I should just stop talking, just broadcast this one in pure silence, honestly. I'm thinking about it. But here's Anthony Osner up to bat. Thank you for calling out that announcer jinx.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Here's the pitch from Dooley, and making contact is Hosner, as that one will get out, and there will be no chance there for a pop out. And no one's car was damaged on that one. It looks like it just hit the top of a building over there, but everything seems to be okay.
They got the indoor practice facility there down the third base line. Probably got some nice cages in there.
Yeah, definitely. As now we have a 0-1 count here for Hosner against Dooley with no outs and runners on second and first. As the Locos look to strike here. There's the sidearm pitch and a beautiful pitch, and caught Hosner swinging there, and that'll be an 0-2 count.
And there's the advantage we saw from going sidearm is that extra tail on the fastball. Looked like it got away from Hausner there.
Got a lot of control in that fastball. Dooley takes a look at Adams on second base. Making contact is Hosner again. And that'll stay an 0-2 count now. As this is going to be a tough one to survive here for Dooley. As we've seen some players get on base, but usually we'll see 2 outs in those scenarios so far in the first and second inning. As Dooley waits to see a call he likes from Barker. And here's the 0-2 pitch against Hosner. Making contact again is Hosner, and he'll stay an 0-2 count. Running up the pitch count, though, so far for Dooley.
Yep, as for the high cheddar there on the 0-2 pitch, and nice job by Hausner to fight it off.
High cheddar, huh? A nice term.
Been in the biz.
Yeah. Professional.
Not even close.
As that pitch got away from Dooley, making it a 1-2 count. You hear that mostly in hockey and lacrosse, be like top cheese or something, you know, going like bar down or something, yeah. Not too often in baseball, though. Maybe, you know, you've been in the biz, so maybe Jeff's heard it. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Dooley. Going to sidearm again, but that one will be outside, making a 2-2 count here. Seen this happen also a couple times. The pitchers, Dooley and Porter, go up 0-2 in the count and then make it back to a full count or 2-2. Running up the pitch count, definitely, for both pitchers so far. Here's the pitch from Dooley, 2-2 count. Swinging and missing is Hosner. As Jeff just said it, beautiful pitch from Dooley. Definitely going to need that to survive this inning with no runs for the Locos. But 1 out, still got runners on second and first. As up to bat now is Christian Amram, the catcher for the Locos.
Yeah, Hausner way out in front on that off-speed pitch. Certainly fooled by Dooley, who's had him in the rocking chair that at-bat.
Yeah, and it looks like we might see a pitching change here as Coach Ryan Smoot and everyone in the infield comes to talk to Dooley. He's pitched a good game so far, but he's getting in a little bit of a jam here.
We've seen a couple of guys run down to the Bigfoot's bullpen.
Yeah,
just getting a little talking to right now.
Seen some activity in there, but might see Dooley finish out this inning here, possibly a pitching change into the 4th inning. Hopefully the Bigfoots right here can survive this with Adams on second base and Chase Wade on first base as well. But also, you can't really put this one on Dooley. Those have been plays that the defense should have made.
Absolutely. I mean, we mentioned the tough spin at third, but that play at first not only should have been 1, but could have been 2.
Yeah, easily could have been 2. And here is the pitch in the at-bat here for Amram. And it'll be a swing and a miss on the first pitch. And Jeff mentions again, great pitch from Dooley. Maybe starting to find some momentum here, as he had to talk from Ryan Smoot there. And with everyone else in the infield as well, along with the catcher Barker. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one will be low, and that'll be a ball, making a 1-1 count there. I don't know if you noticed that. Did you notice that little fake there by the shortstop for the Bigfoots there? Trying to get Adams from cheating?
It just doesn't really affect runners that much.
Yeah, Adams didn't even flinch on that one. He didn't even notice the fake there.
He doesn't care back there at second base.
Yeah, he's got some speed too, so he'll probably run if Dooley flinches there to throw to second. And he does turn, and he fakes the throw. And Adams will go back to second base here. But
got something right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I did get something right,
Yeah.
you know? I did get something right. That's nice, you know, first time. I'll probably jinx it somehow, but we'll see as the game goes on. And here's a 1-1 pitch from Dooley against Amaro. That one will be inside, but it'll get the strike call, making a 1-2 count for Dooley.
Mentioned the fastball control has been there today. It's been his best strike pitch for sure. It's had trouble commanding the curveball, but we've seen the changeup now more recently be very good, and now the fastball.
And here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging, making contact is Amaro. This is a chance for a double play to get out of this inning. Good play there. And they get it. They will survive. Beautiful defense there. They redeem themselves. Bigfoots, fantastic defense as they get the double play. Making it still a 0-0 ball game with the Bigfoots up to bat next year in Boone, North Carolina.
As I speak to incoming students, I get to see the excitement they have for this next phase of their lives. For some, they are the first in their families to go to college, and others are continuing a legacy of pursuing higher education. We know the journey through college is not always easy. Research tells us that obtaining a college education can be even more challenging for our students from underrepresented backgrounds. Appalachian Advocates is an opportunity to work with a cohort of faculty and staff who are willing to help foster a welcoming campus culture. Thank you for joining us. We are so glad to have you as a student at App State. When you come to college, whether you're coming from across the state or down the street, you bring with you distinct experiences, perspectives, and identities. It's up to us as your campus leaders to help foster safe and inclusive learning communities. Appalachian Advocates is a cohort of faculty and staff who have made a commitment to listen, learn, support, and advocate for members of our community from underrepresented identities. So whether you need help figuring out how to navigate a challenging situation in one of your classes, or you want a more formal mentorship, our Appalachian Advocates are here to guide and support you.
Welcome back to the broadcast here, the Bigfoots versus the Locos. And looking at the next games here for the Bigfoots, tomorrow they take on the Carolina Yankees, as Jeff will be on the call for that one on WASU.
That game will be on WASUradio.com, or if you're in the Boone area, that's 90.5 on your radio dial against the Carolina Yankees. Hopefully Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton don't pull up for them.
That'd be pretty entertaining, though. But
true.
We also see Sunday versus the Carolina Disco Turkeys, and Tuesday at CV Stars. That'll be a doubleheader for the Bigfoots, as they will go on the road for that one. But we see, including this game, 3 home games for the Bigfoots. Hopefully they can find some momentum here at home. And here's the pitch for Porter. And that'll be a ball on the first pitch there. And the other pitch will be a 2-0 count, it looks like.
Got a pinch hitter here, it looks like.
And here's the pitch. And making contact there, though, for the Bigfoots. Staying alive, making it a strike. But Drifton Paget, senior from NC Westland. His favorite player is Jaden Barker.
How cute. NC Wesleyan teammates are each other's favorite players.
And here's the pitch to Paget. And he makes contact again down the line, and that'll make it a 2-2 count. Staying alive here against Porter, as we're starting to see, I feel like Porter really settled in this game. He's had some quick innings, but broken bat there, it looks like, for Paget. as the NC Westland teammates look to be pretty good friends there.
It appears so.
And here's the 2-2 pitch here for Porter against Paget. Ooh, that one gets away from Porter there.
That's one way to put it.
As that'll make it a full count for Porter against Paget here. And let's see if the Bigfoots can get someone on base here early in the inning, as they could definitely use some runners on base. And here's the full count pitch. Swinging and making contact, but stopping it is Porter. Paget is sprinting to first, and he will get there. Great play by Paget to stop the ball, but he can't quite get to in time. I believe he slipped off the mound. That might be the second time of the night, as he does not look happy after that play. And Paget will get on first for the Bigfoots.
I mean, that was an excellent defensive play. It looks like he's upset with himself. Not sure what for. I mean, it was a pretty good effort to keep it in the infield.
Yeah, and Josh Seiler up to bat, as we mentioned, the Ricky Bobby impression. Maybe we'll hear it one day. That'll be very entertaining. But, yeah, not really sure why Porter was too angry with himself there. Had a solid, I feel like he had a great defensive play. Just couldn't quite corral the ball after stopping it. As cheating off first there a lot is Paget. And that'll make it a 1-0 count after the first pitch from Porter. And here's the 1-0 pitch from Porter to Sealer. And some fan yelling something after Porter takes a look at Paget on first base. Did not seem to like that.
Come on. Yeah.
And here's the 1-0 pitch from Porter to Seiler. Making contact to Seiler, but this could be an easy double play here for the Locos, as they get that great play there on first base by Hosner, I believe. Good defense there from the Locos. It's getting a runner on base early for Paget and the Bigfoots, but easy double play there for the Locos.
Yep, defensively, that's how you practice, is the coach hits a ground ball, a smooth ground ball right at you, and you flip it to second, throw to first. That was the prototypical 6-4-3 double play for those scoring at home, of course.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have probably seen that since they've been playing T-ball. That's right. What they've been practicing forever. And here's a pitch from Porter to Lex, as that'll be a 0-1 count with the strike. And he is wearing, it looks like, some boots there. Not really sure why.
I don't know what those are.
Yeah, you're in the high country. A lot of people do wear those type of like boots. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Are they cleats? Sometimes you see like in football people wearing like Jordans, but with cleats on the bottom and stuff like that. I don't really know what Lex is wearing here, but it's a 1-1 count. As Jeff will go on the search, try to figure this one out. And making contact is Lex, and this could be a base hit here. No, he is still gingerly walking. That is an easy out for the Locos, and they will get out of this inning. No problem. Still a little confused. Logan Lex wearing boots, but he gets down, and we still have a 0-0 game going in the top of the fourth with the Locos up to bat.
And now, fans, it's time to welcome to the field. Let's go!
To a place where you
True update, they're PF Flyers.
and take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place? Let me show you.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
Welcome back to the Bigfoots versus the Locos here, as Jeff was on the case and he figured out the shoes Logan Lex was wearing.
Very ironically, it looked like he was wearing some PF Flyers, which if you've seen The Sandlot, Benny the Jet Rodriguez is gifted a pair of those in the scene before he has to steal the Babe Ruth signed ball from the Beast
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and runs all through town, through pool parties, and even the cinema screen.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
It's a great movie, by the way, if you
It's
haven't seen it.
great baseball movie.
Yes.
Definitely one of the best baseball movies.
But yeah, and it's very funny because
Yeah,
Lex is playing hurt and he can't really run, but he's got on his PF Flyers, so he must be going fast, right?
Yeah, maybe it's helping him gain speed or something. I don't know, but yeah, a little odd there. But I guess you go with whatever you got. And PF Flyers, maybe they'll work. Maybe they'll give him more speed as it goes on.
Got a new pitcher as well. It's Parker Farrington.
And Dooley, we said it earlier that Dooley's night could end after he talked to Coach Smoot and catcher Barker, but Parker Farrington pitching here. Let's see what he's got. As in the last broadcast, we saw Alsop go into the game and pitch pretty well, and so we'll see what Farrington's got here. As he will start out going against Jaden James for the Locos up to bat. Center fielder for the Locos, but Farrington's still warming up here. And let's see, last time out broadcasting last Friday night, we saw the starting pitchers look really good, but then we got to the relief, and this game took a heavy turn, to say the least. You weren't there, but you heard of it.
Yeah.
Saw a lot of walks, quite a few.
So I heard.
Yeah.
Says here that Parker Farrington's favorite baseball players are Paul Goldsmith and Zach Greinke.
There you go.
Which are both misspelled pretty poorly. Of course, referring to Paul Goldschmidt,
yeah,
who is probably one of the leading candidates for the NL MVP for the St. Louis Cardinals right now, and Zach Greinke, who returned to the Royals this year. He's getting roughed up a little bit, but
yeah, great pitcher though. A couple years ago, great pitcher. As that one to be a foul ball down the line, as Farrington so far in this count will be a 1-1 count here, but yeah, Paul Goldschmidt, great player. The Cardinals, in fact, are having a very solid season. As
absolutely.
Someone we know, Kevin Wilson, is a huge Cardinals fan. If you didn't know that, but yeah, Parker Farrington
seems like a boring team to root for.
Really, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the Phillies and Red Sox are more exciting than the Cardinals.
Exactly.
I feel like, too, when you're in that Midwest area, everyone just kind of forgets about you a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. But here's the 1-1 pitch. Making contact. That one looks like it'll be a foul ball. And that one will not get out. But it will not be an out, as staying alive here is Jaden James with a 1-2 count. But, yeah, I think I agree that is a little bit of a...
I mean, they got a great history. A lot of stars have gone through there. Bob Gibson, Albert Pujols, just to name a couple.
Yeah. And we hear the Jaws music being played. I don't know if you can hear that, but 1-2 pitch here as Farrington with the 1-2 count. And James kind of half swinging, but he gets him out on the call.
Jaden James is going to need a bigger bat.
Yeah, looks like it. Call him out, Jeff. Okay. I'd like to point it out, we've heard some great walk-up songs, and now we hear Bye Bye for batting here.
Well, I think that was for the strikeout. Locos don't.
Oh, duh, yeah,
Locos
what am I saying?
Locos don't get that walk-up treatment.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That'd be quite an ironic walk-up song after your teammate does strikeout. That'd be pretty
unfortunate.
Yeah, pretty awkward there in the dugout, but that is not a walk-up song. Once again, call me out, like you pointed out.
It's in my nature. I can't help it.
No, need to stay in check sometimes. It's got a 1-0 count here with Farrington going up against Mackinnon. And here's the 1-0 pitch for Farrington.
Ooh. As
that one was inside and got past Barker, but no one on base, so no major stress there for the Bigfoots.
Yeah, if that's just another ball, it's just like if it missed 1 or 2 inches off the plate, all counts the same as there's no runners on.
Yeah, no stress for the defense there for the Bigfoots. And here's the 2-0 pitch for Farrington. And great hit there from Mackinnon. As Farrington left that one over the plate, and that'll be a first bait or a single there. And with 1 out, the Locos will get someone on base. As we might see some offense start to spark up at the pitching change, maybe. We saw it a couple nights ago.
I don't know. We've seen some base runners. It's the problem has been getting them around, as evident by the score 0-0. Literally, no one has been back to home plate, but maybe that can change here with the bottom half of the lineup here for the Locos.
And Romanello had a double on his last at-bat, so Locos might hope for that consistency to show up here. As a swing and a miss on the first pitch there, and that'll be a strike. But yeah, Romanello last at-bat was, he hit that one into the gap between left and center field.
Yeah, I gotta have that down as an error.
Yeah, but, still, it's good,
I
made good
think
contact.
the scoreboard has that as well.
Yeah, but, made good contact, so.
Right. And
give a little shout out to
still hit
Romanello.
it hard, yeah.
Yeah, not bad, but, yeah. And here's the pitch. Farrington against Romanello with an 0-2 count. But he'll throw to first to check. But easily safe there with 1 out. And now Farrington will throw the 0-2 pitch, as I assume, and been wrong multiple times, though.
Also not his best pickoff move, I'm sure, as a left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, saw a really unique pickoff move last Friday by, it was Guerrero, I believe, the pitcher for the Warriors. He did this really unique fake. I've never seen it before in baseball, but it really worked. It was really impressive. It almost worked, but yeah, definitely tricked the runner on first there. So, wonder if we'll see something unique like that. But here's a 1-2 pitch from Farrington, going up against Romanello. And it'll be a timeout there for Romanello as he adjusts his gloves.
Could have done that during the pickoff.
Yeah, true. Jeff does not like that, apparently. Disgruntled here in the booth.
It's all jokes.
Yeah, that is pure sarcasm.
Yes.
Romanello makes contact, but that one will go to the stands. But no, it actually bounces on top of the dugout there. But a fan's still going to run after it, and he gets the ball. Good for him. Way to go after the souvenir. Got to respect that.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting plenty of them in this one.
Yeah, seen a lot of foul balls so far. But it'll stay 1-2 count with 1 out, and run on first, Mackinnon. Here's the pitch from Farrington. As that one will get away, and Mackinnon will easily be safe at second as he slides there. Maybe not even necessary for the slide, but Farrington so far trying to settle in this game here. He's got 2 balls and 2 strikes in this at-bat going against Romanello.
You mentioned earlier that some of these pitchers have had trouble once they get ahead in the count, but to actually finish the at-bat, and we're seeing it yet again here with Farrington.
And Romanello, that one will get down. That'll be a base hit there for the Locos, as Mackinnon looked like he was going to go home, but he will stop short as the coach there was telling him to slow down, but Mackinnon was ready to go home, but might have been out there. Good call there by the Locos. But runners at the corners here for the Locos. And up to bat is Grayson Southern, as I believe he struck out his last at-bat. So see if Southern can bring in a run here for the first run of the game and give the Locos the lead.
Who doesn't love offense, right?
Yeah, true, but, as going for the Bigfoots here, you would not like that.
Yeah, good point. That double play is still on the table. We can get out of the inning here with a ground ball to the middle infield.
And there's the pitch, and that will not be a strike. It'll be a 1-0 count here for Farrington going against Southern. How to rebuttal that,
Of course.
Yeah, give myself a little redemption there.
I got to be kept in check, too.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
It's called accountability.
Yeah, love accountability. 1 out on the board here. Here's a pitch from Farrington, making contact there, and that'll be a run scored for the Locos. Southern might go for 2 here. He will go for 2. And now there will be runners at second and third, and he is safe at second. And that is a run scored. Mackinnon gets home. That's an RBI on the board there for Southern. And the Locos go up 1-0 here in the top of the 4th with 1 out. And runners at third and second. Good offense there, though, for the Locos.
Yeah, it was kind of an awkward swing there from Southern. It was an inside pitch and almost got jammed the other way, but well placed down the right field line.
Made contact, at least. That's all you need there. Getting it in play.
And also was able to stretch it for a double, so
yeah,
good work there.
Yeah, good base running for the Locos and Grayson Southern. But Justin Steen's up to bat here against Farrington. First pitch will be a swing and a miss, as Farrington definitely would like to see a strikeout or something here to go his way, as he's not had the greatest inning here going into the game. But we've seen this happen last Friday, but not really as much for the Bigfoots. It was for the Warriors last Friday. As here's the 0-1 pitch. And making contact. This one looks like it will be a play here. Looks like it will be first base. Easy out there for the Bigfoots, as everyone will stay put. Still runners on third base and second, but 2 outs now for the Bigfoots. As up to bat here is Avery Adams again, back to the top of the order for the Locos.
Major league pop up there from Steen. Great job finally calling it off there. There was Henderson there at first base, able to make the play.
Yeah, definitely something Farrington wants to see, is that might just have him calm down a little bit here, seeing an out and a play go his way. And now up to bat is Avery Adams. And here's the pitch, Farrington versus Adams for the first time tonight. That'll be a swing and a miss there with the strike for Farrington.
Right, and if you're the pitcher, job number one is limit the damage. It doesn't matter if you've already given up one. Just make sure that doesn't become three.
Yep, definitely here, and that's what Farrington's trying to do here is the pitch, high and inside, but Adams doesn't even move, and that'll make it a 1-1 count. No flinching there from Adams. That was pretty impressive.
I mean, it was almost above his head, so he didn't have to worry about it.
Personally, I would have probably jumped 30 feet back if that was near me. That is why I did not play baseball.
Yeah, we know about your T-ball days.
The impressive days, the glory days, I guess, in my athletic career.
I hope not.
No, those are not. Yeah, those are not. I mean, it doesn't really get much better, but, you know, it was definitely better than that.
That's all right.
Yeah, you know.
That's why we're in here.
Yeah, exactly. Then we have a 2-2 count here as that one gets away for Farrington with the ball there on the board. See if Farrington can strike him out here and get out of the inning, only having 1 run scored. I would put that as a win for Farrington with having runners at second and third here. And that ball's inside, making it a full count. As Adams is hovering over home base here. And the full count, the Bigfoots will really want to survive this one and not get the bases loaded here. As here's the pitch from Farrington versus Adams. Full count, 2 outs. And making contact and staying alive will be Adams, as we will have another pitch in the full count. 2 outs, runners at third and second. This is nerve-wracking for the Bigfoots fans here.
Not so much for the kids who are chasing the foul balls constantly.
Yeah, they're definitely missing this entertainment here. As that one will get away, and it will be bases loaded here for Farrington. And that is not what you want to see for the Bigfoots. As up to bat now is Chase Wade. Chase Wade with the chance for the grand slam. But 2 outs, and Farrington right now trying to just survive this inning without giving up more. Like you said, don't want to make it 4.
Ambitious thinking, going straight for the grand slam.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I just I don't know. I just thought, what's the max you can score here for? But here is the pitch. Farrington versus Wade for the first time tonight. Bases loaded and 2 outs. And that will be a high ball. And Barker will go and talk to Farrington after a lot of balls there in these last couple pitches for Farrington as he looks to gain back some confidence and survive this inning.
Yep, that's what this meeting is all about, just trying to get the confidence back in him. He's got 2 outs, got the force at any bag. He's got to execute, make a good pitch, and you're out of the inning.
Yeah, this is where Farrington just plays game, you know. Just get something in play where one of your infielders here can make a good play. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Farrington against Wade with the bases loaded and 2 outs here. And there's a strike, making a 1-1 count. That's what Farrington would like to see there from the ump.
The meeting worked.
Yeah.
That was a good pitch there by Farrington to get back on track.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Wasting no time. Going to swing and a miss there. 1-2 count now for Farrington as the meeting looks like it so far is going in the favor of the Bigfoots. And Farrington has a chance to get out of this inning here. And here's the 1-2 pitch for Farrington. And swinging and making contact. This will be a play for center field as he makes the catch there. Beautiful play for the Bigfoots, and they will survive this inning, only giving up 1 run, and that is great defense there, and fantastic play. But we see the first run of the game go up with a 1-0 lead for the Locos. But Bigfoot's up to bat here next in the bottom of the 4th.
Your active military, veteran, police officers, firemen, EMS.
Welcome back here as the Locos took a 1-0 lead here in the top of the fourth, but now we see the Bigfoots up to bat. Jeff, let's go over some App State baseball.
Right, it was a bit of a challenging year for App State. You see the record 20-33, but a lot of that came from playing tough competition, especially in the non-conference, playing a lot of those big North Carolina schools. Played UNC, who's still alive in the Super Regionals. Took 2 out of 3 from Campbell, who was eliminated in the Knoxville Regional last weekend. But
it's a big positive there for them.
Right, the strength of schedule in the non-conference was ranked 14th in the country for App State, which
that's a little unfair.
No, I mean they play tough competition, which is why you might see a little bit of a worse record than you'd hope. But some improvement from last year, and all you can really ask.
Yeah, hopefully you see some improvement going into this upcoming season now for next spring for the App State Mountaineers. But Tylen Reese up to bat here for the Bigfoots. That's a 1-0 count. And that'll be a 2-0 count as that one gets away from Porter. Wonder if you'll see a pitching change anytime soon here for the Locos, as we see one for the Bigfoots, but looks like there might be some action in the bullpen for the Locos.
Yeah, we got some action out there. Looks like a right-hander warming up for them.
And now it'll be a 3-0 count for Reese.
That's exactly what the Bigfoots need. Get a speedy runner on base to lead off an inning.
Yeah, definitely. And I would like to point out last inning when there's a base hit, but this one will be a routine play here, looks like, for shortstop. And he got the speed, but it will be an out for the Locos as they get 1 out. But it was a 3-0 count there, and Reese had the green light and swung. But that's definitely what you want to see as a Locos fan. But like I was saying, I wanted to point out how the Locos got someone on base, and I said maybe they get a run here, and you said they wouldn't, or you didn't say they wouldn't, but you said that's a little ambitious.
I was pessimistic a little bit. Yeah, I will say.
But also, they got a lot more offense than I expected there in that inning. And here's the pitch here, as it's now Bass up to bat here for the Bigfoots, and that'll be a 1-0 count. And 1-0 pitch here coming from Porter. And that one looks like it'll get down, and that'll be a base hit for Bass as the Bigfoots get someone on base with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. And now up to bat is Trevena for the Bigfoots, right fielder.
That's what you need if you're the Bigfoots to lead off the inning, is to actually get the runner on base.
Yeah, definitely. I was going to say, you kind of had a little bit of an announcer jinx there when we went up 3-0 in the count. Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, that's what you need, and then boom, out right there.
I didn't expect them to have the green light on 3-0, but...
Yeah, did not see that coming. And now Trevena gets the pitch from Porter. Swinging heavy, but missing there, making an 0-1 count. And Dallas Trevena from Chowan University, senior. And here's the 0-1 pitch with a man on base, Bass on first. Porter takes a couple of looks there at Bass on first, but see if he delivers the pitch. And Bass will run, but making contact, and that'll be a foul ball, as like you said, and it looks like Bass will get some more cardio in there. That little jog back to first base.
And you can see him, the despair on his face as he has to walk back to first after getting the green light to steal.
Yeah, he was flying there too. That looked like a lot of energy used there. Not doing any physical activity here. That has to be rough. And here's going to be the 0-2 pitch from Porter as Bass was running, but I don't expect him to run after putting a lot of effort into that one.
It'd almost be cruel to send him again after.
Yeah, that would be, but who knows? Maybe he's got a lot of adrenaline right now. And making contact again is Trevena, but that'll be a foul ball, and that one hits a light pole, and another fan, it looks like the same fan, gets another foul ball over there. Good for him. I think that's 2 souvenirs on the night.
I mean, eventually they'll have enough to do a BP session with.
Yeah,
fill up a bucket.
Making a little collection there, why not?
Mm-hmm.
And the 0-2 pitch here to Trevena. And Bass goes again, and another foul ball. Yeah, I don't expect to see Bass run now. That is a lot of cardio.
This is essentially running sprints at first base.
Yeah, do you remember the pacer test in middle school? You're doing back and forth. That is basically what Bass is doing here on first base.
I was not a fan of the pacer test.
Yeah, you were. I mean, who was a fan of the pacer test? I can't imagine anyone was.
Maybe some cross-country kids.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. I assume you didn't run cross-country now?
Oh, no.
And here's the 0-2 pitch from Porter to Trevena. And Trevena makes good contact there on the ball, but this looks like it'll be an easy play for left field, and Bass will go back to first. But, you know, we said we don't expect to see Bass run, but it looks like he's still ready to go to second again. He's got a lot of energy there. Must have to get like pregame meal or something. I don't know. That's pretty impressive.
Had his Wheaties this morning.
Yeah, definitely.
I know I didn't.
No, you didn't. Up too early.
Oh yeah.
And here's Bellamy from Chowan University as well. Up to bat here with Bass on first. 2 outs though for the Bigfoots. See if they can steal a run here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's a pitch from Porter. No, he'll throw to Bass. Bass a little hesitation there, but he is safe at first. And some fans do not like that play from Porter.
Pickoffs happen.
Yeah, you know, they happen, but I mean, that's just part of baseball. I feel like the home crowd, you always got to boo when
good point.
The opposing pitcher does that. I mean, that's just part of the game, I guess. Bass will run again. Let's see if he'll get there this time.
Good throw.
And he's out. Great play there from the catcher. A lot of wow, and waving was the catcher at Bass. How about that? And some angry fans here. I mean, very angry fans. We're hearing boos and yelling and everything, but yeah, no one really likes that call at all in the Bigfoot's dugout. And it looks like Ryan Smoot is talking to the umpire about that call, but welcome back here to the top of the 5th as Bigfoots do not like that end of the inning, and the Locos will be up to bat.
We're not booing you, Chance, or Biggie, but Chance, we've got
Hi, my name is Melissa Weddle, and I'm Department Chair of Recreation Management and Physical Education at Appalachian State University. We offer 2 degree-granting programs, one in recreation management with a focus in outdoor experiential education, recreation and park management, and commercial recreation and tourism. Our second degree-granting program in health, physical education, and coaching offers teacher certification for public schools in health and physical education. You can get a minor or certificate in coaching. We are the front porch to the Beaver College of Health Science, where our focus is on quality of life, wellness, and physical activity. We're located in the beautiful mountains of Boone, North Carolina, so come join us, check out our website, or take a class.
Bigfoots are on defense here. Completely wrong on that one. And we are seeing some interesting competition here. I'm not really sure what's going on, but yeah, I actually have no idea what's going on, but looking at some social media for the Bigfoots, but I think the player's losing here. I don't really. It looks like they're trying to get ping pong balls out of a tissue box that's tied around their waist.
You got to shake them out of there.
Yeah, and I don't really know who's winning, but you'll see more of this on the Boone Bigfoots social media, Instagram, Bigfoots Baseball, Twitter, B Bigfoots, Facebook, Boone Bigfoots, and TikTok, Boone Bigfoots. Definitely see some funny and interesting content on the social media page, especially TikTok and stuff like that and more, but I don't really know who won that one. I don't know. Do you have any analysis on that one?
I think looks like our young contestant won, I'd imagine.
Yeah, you know, that actually, speaking of it, last Friday, too, we saw the young fan beat out Biggie the Bigfoot in a devastating loss in a dance competition. Couldn't pull out the win there, but maybe he'll redeem himself tonight in the next break in between innings. He'll win a dance battle. I don't know, but he didn't have the best dance moves I've ever seen in my life. I'm not a dancer or anything, but wasn't the best I've seen. And Farrington still in the game here, and here's the pitch against Hausner. Man, you're really laughing at the Biggie the Bigfoot dance in there, huh? And this one looks like it might be a player for third base for Bass. And he makes the out, and that is what Farrington loves to see it. And he is ecstatic for that play for the Bigfoots defense there. But, yeah, Jeff's having a great time here. He's laughing at my mispronunciation, devastating mispronunciation. And then also...
Poor Biggie the Bigfoot.
Yeah, I can't pull out the win. If we see that dance battle again, more important if it's during
You'll hear from us.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be my highlight of the game, seeing those dance battles. If Biggie the Bigfoot can ever pull it a win, I don't know. That'd be tough. I wonder if the odds are in his favor in those.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Yeah, that's fair. A little negative there, but here's Christian Amaro, the catcher, as he made a great play at the end of the last inning, and he actually waved to, I believe it was Bass, that tried to steal second base there. So in a little.
Well, he earned that right to do that, I felt like.
Oh, all right. Jeff likes to see the competition. That's like a thing in baseball.
Yeah, we're here for fun.
Yeah, exactly. And in baseball, too, they're trying to make baseball, like, fun and stuff. Some people saying, like to see that more competitive element. You see it in a lot of other sports, not as much in baseball, I feel like, sometimes.
Yeah. Gave the nice Damian Lillard wave.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't know if anything will be as bad as Damian Lillard making a literal half-court step back, basically, to win a series in the playoffs. That is quite possibly one of the greatest moments I've ever seen in baseball. Or basketball.
Whoa.
What am I saying here? I was making contact as Amaro, but that one will get out. But a fan might get the ball. No, that is actually way gone into the woods over there.
I mean, some would say that shot was more devastating than Biggie the Bigfoot getting taken down in the dance battle.
Yeah. I don't know, though. Well, actually, yeah, that was pretty devastating, the Biggie the Bigfoot loss. A lot of disappointed fans, I would assume. At 2-2 count here for Amaro versus Farrington. Or 3-2 count, actually. Full count with 1 out on the board. And here's a full count pitch from Farrington. See if we can get 2 outs early on here in the top of the 5th. Swinging, making contact, but Bass. This one gets past Bass, but it will only be a single for Amaro. And 1 out on the board, but a man on first for the Locos as their offense is starting to click here against Farrington.
Yeah, and that was a good effort there at third base by Bass. Of course, anytime you can, I guess, hypothetically get the jersey dirty, it's always a good sign.
Yeah, get that little little beads in the turf.
Yeah.
It doesn't really get as.
Not a fan of the turf pellets.
Yeah, those are the worst.
In the clothing.
Yeah, they always get in the socks and everything. Even somehow, it's just you can't avoid them. It's inevitable, basically. But here's Jaden James up to bat here against the Farrington and the Bigfoots with the man on first. Locos would like to add to their total here, up in the top of the 5th. And first pitch there will be a ball.
It was a strike.
Oh, it was a strike. I just totally missed that. 0-1 count here. And here's a pitch from Farrington as he checks Amaro on first. Cheating a lot off first there, but Farrington is not checking there. We have a 1-1 count here.
You said it was a ball, and now that I scored it, I put it as a ball.
Sorry about that. I don't know. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, that was my fault. I literally saw the signal, and I was like, that means ball, I guess. I don't know what happened in my head there and just completely lost it.
It happens.
Yeah, happens to the best of us, Happens I feel like a little too much so far tonight, but,
That's all right.
Yeah. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Making contact, but that'll be a foul ball, making it a 1-2 count here. As Jaden James looks to get on base here for the Locos. As we see the commentators, myself, Eric Fisher, and Jeffrey Marson.
Mm-hmm. That's us.
Jeff just pointed that out. I mentioned it. I just thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, we're having a good time here.
Yeah.
There's a good move.
There's a 1-2 pitch. And you can join the conversation on Twitter, #BigfootsBaseball. Tweet your thoughts and some controversial calls. And the game's starting to heat up a little bit there at the bottom of the 4th with a controversial call on the out for Tyson Bass.
Also, if we're being extremely annoying, you can let us know via Twitter.
Yeah, always get some hate on Twitter. Why not? That's always entertaining.
We're trying to have fun here.
Yeah. And, drop ball. He can't get the out there. And that'll be a foul ball there for Jaden James as he'll stay alive in the count after a tough play there.
As a hitter, you absolutely love that because you didn't hit it hard. It's in foul ground. You think it's an easy out, and there it is. Another chance.
Yeah, and I believe that was Henderson there that missed the catch there on the foul ball. But still, a man on first with a 1-2 count and 1 out.
And I must add that that's a difficult play there at first base.
Definitely,
of course, ranging back, almost looking over your shoulder to try and catch that one.
Yeah, and the sun's starting to set here too, so it gets more difficult. It's making contact there is Jaden James, but should be a routine play, and it is for center fielder. And that'll be 2 outs with the man on first. And up to bat here will be Nick McAdoo for the Locos. 2 outs and a man on first here. So far, it seems like Farrington's found his groove a little bit.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Had some location issues in that first inning, of course. Gave up the run and even loaded the bases, but since he limited that damage, he looks pretty good so far in the 5th.
Yeah, he's definitely settled in this game a lot more. We saw it with Dooley as well, and even on the other end of the mound for the Locos. But it just takes an inning possibly for some pitchers. And that'll make it a strike there call for the Bigfoots. And a 0-1 count.
I'm absolutely loving the Borat
Yeah.
sound bites that are being played.
Yeah, you can't hear that, but after the strikes, you're hearing great success by Borat. I'm not going to do my impression because that'll probably go to Twitter. That was brutal. So unless Jeff's got one, we can hear it.
Maybe another time.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe
I
next
could probably
time.
do a pretty good one.
Really?
I should add.
Now I got to hear it. You can't talk
I'm
yourself
going to keep
off.
it from you.
Okay. 1-1 pitch here from Farrington. As that one will get away from Barker and running and stealing his Amaro. And that is tough for Barker as he just couldn't locate the ball. Kind of got away from it. I believe it bounced off his foot. Went into the grass there to the left of him. But it's a 2-1 count here, 2 outs, and a man on second now. As Amaro is still second. Still got to hear that Borat impression. One time. I'll have to hear it.
Maybe after a strikeout.
All right, yeah. Oh, man, now I hope there's a strikeout. And here's the pitch. And doesn't get the call. It looked like the first strikeout he got in this at-bat seemed pretty similar placement there, but 3-1 count now.
That was a good pitch there on the outside corner.
Mm-hmm.
Guess it missed.
Yeah, it just missed. And here's the 3-1 pitch here for Farrington. Going up against McAdoo. And making contact is McAdoo.
Redemption time.
Here's a chance for Henderson. And he'll get the out, and Bigfoots will survive. Good defense there for Henderson. And we have a 1-0 ball game with the Bigfoots up to bat here, and possibly hear Jeff's sport impression when we come back. 1-0 Locals.
It's time to pump it up.
Welcome back here to Boone, North Carolina. As you see on your screen, App State softball had a pretty solid season here. Jeff, what do you got to say about App State softball season?
Yeah, it was a good year, especially on some individual levels. Talking about Kate Houston had a massive year, hitting a lot of homers, but unable to pull it out in the conference tournament. Of course, that Sun Belt Conference in softball is always very, very strong. But yeah, it was overall a pretty good year for the softball team, and they're going to have a lot of returning talent, so be sure to tune in on ESPN Plus next year when the Mountaineer ladies are in action.
Yeah, excited to see what Kate Houston delivers next year. Expectations are going up, but I expect her to deliver. I mean, had a fantastic season.
Right, led the Sun Belt in just about every major statistical hitting category.
Yeah, that's pretty unheard of to do that. That's very impressive. Seems like we have a pitcher change here for the Locos. as Dom DeMillo is now on the mound here for HPT Locos. And he will first face Ryan Bellamy up to bat for the Bigfoots. First test for DeMillo. Let's see how he settles in this game. We've seen pitchers struggle a little bit at first in their first couple pitches. And a unique windup there from DeMillo, but looks like he gets the call. That'll be a 0-1 count for DeMillo. And here's the 0-1 pitch against Bellamy. That's a very unique windup.
Really slanging it in there.
And now it's a 1-1 count. Thanks for that, Jeff.
Yeah. It almost looks like an old-timey motion here without the extra, bring it over the head, wind up.
It does, but it works there. And now it's a 1-2 count as Bellamy swings and misses. But, yeah, it definitely does remind me of that now you mention it. That is the perfect comparison for that one. And
It's the old-timey delivery without all the theatrics at the start.
Yeah, that's very true. And here's the 1-2 pitch from DeMillo.
I honestly love watching him pitch.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks so smooth.
Mm-hmm. Definitely stands out too.
Yeah.
And now a 2-2 count here for DeMillo in his first batter faced going up against Bellamy.
Also with that unique delivery, he's getting a little extra tail on that fastball.
Bellamy makes contact on that one, but it looks like it'll be out, and that'll be a foul ball. Staying a 2-2 count here for Bellamy against DeMillo, but yeah, it's a good point, Jeff. It does seem like he's getting a little more in that fastball.
Almost getting a little bit of sink to it as well.
And here's the 2-2 pitch for DeMillo. And making contact again is Bellamy, staying alive in this at-bat, but beautiful, beautiful night here in the high country as the sun's starting to set and temperatures dropping down. Just perfect weather here. Perfect baseball weather.
Yeah,
definitely.
you can't draw it up any better if you're the weather.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a clear night. Temperatures, you said it, perfect for baseball.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from DeMillo. That one will get outside, making it a full count here against Bellamy. 65 degrees here in Jim and Bettie Smith Stadium. Here's the full count pitch from DeMillo against Bellamy. Inside, and he will be walked, Bellamy. Once again, it looks like, pitcher goes up early in the count, but that's a walk-in. Bigfoots love to see that. Bellamy gets on base there.
Yep, you're right, and it's almost like some of these pitchers too eager maybe to get that strikeout and are missing their spots a little bit.
Yeah, just can't quite paint the corners there, just missing out. And up to bat is Jaden Barker. Favorite movie, That's My Boy. I'm actually not familiar with that one, are you?
I believe it's an Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, okay. Really? Oh, never heard of that one. And here's the pitch for DeMillo against Barker. Oh, my. Nearly hitting Barker in the head. I think it did hit Barker's bat, though.
The absolute worst right there. Always when you duck down, you got to bring the bat with you because you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, so that'll be a strike for DeMillo. I think in his career, that might be one of the greatest strikes he's ever going to throw, honestly. Doesn't really get better for that if you throw a pitch like that and get a strike.
Pretty good aim.
And here's the 0-1 pitch for DeMillo against Barker. And he won't get the call on that one, making it a 1-1 count. Did you figure out That's My Boy, the movie?
Yeah, it's the
Adam
Sandler, Andy Samberg in there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've never seen that one. Never seen it. Here's the 1-1 pitch for DeMillo going up against Barker. And that one looked like it was outside, but he gets the call, making it a 1-2 count with a chance to get the strikeout here.
Almost a makeup call. I thought the last one was in there for a strike as well.
Yeah, definitely thought that one was a little outside, but he gets the call, and DeMillo will take that all day. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And making contact is Barker. Oh, and it's dropped. And that was kind of a busted play there for the Locos.
That is the easiest double play you'll ever see a defense turn.
Yeah, that was really odd. the error, but resulted in a double play on the drop there from Adams, it looked like. And Smoot is rocking on the field to talk to the umpire, it looks like, and a lot of boos from the crowd here. Not too happy with that one. You think was it what do you think about that one, Jeff?
I mean, it's a double play.
Yeah,
is what it is.
It's a busted double play,
right?
You could
But
say.
it's also a really tough one to judge as a base runner with it being a low line drive.
Yeah.
He certainly didn't. It didn't look like he dropped it on purpose there at second base, which could be a strategy.
Yeah, it looked like he fumbled the ball again. I think he just genuinely might have dropped it, but
if you're a Barker, you also have to be aware of that.
Just always run to first.
Always run to first base.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm waiting to see what the actual call is here, but
I don't know what much more they would change.
Hayes Henderson is up to bat talking to a videographer there, it looks like. But we're waiting to see the call here. The umps are still discussing this one, and everyone is kind of waiting this odd play, but we'll see.
Let's go to the replay review. Just receiving word that we can't.
And the umps like to talk to Ryan Smoot here, and we wait to see what the call is.
Not sure. You can't change this.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I mean, right? That's not how baseball works, so I don't really. Unless you call it originally, but I mean,
it's not an infield fly, which
fly rule. So
because that's runners with first and second, and of course I know all about the infield fly rules after watching UNC VCU this past weekend. They botched one of those calls.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I saw that on Twitter. Yeah. But it looks like they're discussing with Ryan Smoot, and he does not look too happy with that call. Had a couple discussions here with the umps, I don't think he's too thrilled.
Yeah, it looks like they're becoming friends the more often that they meet.
I don't know if I would say friends is the right word there.
No, they're clearly talking about dinner plans.
Yeah. And maybe they'll go to, I don't know, some famous Boone restaurants or something. I don't know.
Comeback Shack's always a great option.
Yeah. Personally, more of a Five Guys fan myself.
Comeback Shack is a Boone spot.
Wow.
Oh.
Ryan Smoot is.
Heads up.
Angry at this call. He is not happy at all. This is actually a pretty heated argument here, as it will be 2 outs on the board. And the fans are not happy either, as there's being some unique things being yelled.
Yeah, I will say I love the passion from your manager, but there's not really much you can argue there. The ball was dropped. It wasn't intentionally dropped.
You never know that, though. I'll defend the Bigfoots on this one. You never know that it was intentionally dropped.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, it from the view from this program and everything, it looks like it could have been an easy play, but you can never say that. There could always be some things going on, so you never know. But 2 outs on the board, as it looked like it should have been only 1 out for the Bigfoots, and they definitely think that. And Coach Ryan Smoot definitely thought that as well.
I mean, that would be an incredible presence of mind at second base to know to instantly drop the line drive to try and set up the double play.
Yeah, Jeff is really defending the Locos here.
I wouldn't say that. I'm on the side of correctness.
I'd like to see the passion there from Jeff as we have an 0-2 count with 2 outs here. No one on base after kind of a unique play, to say the least. But yeah, I do get what you're saying, though. Going with the side of common sense feels like in the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting to see what would occur in that in an MLB game. I think they would go with the same thing there. I mean, why not,
Mm-hmm.
Here's a pitch from DeMillo, making contact, but that'll be another foul ball, keeping an 0-2 count.
Guess my job as the color guy is also to be the rules analyst, because we don't have one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely. So, Jeff is your rules analyst, comedian.
I wouldn't go that far.
And making contact, there's Henderson, staying alive still in this at-bat here with 0 balls but 2 strikes and 2 outs on the board. Staying alive is the message here for the Bigfoots and Henderson. And here's the 0-2 pitch from DeMillo. Swinging, making contact. This will be a play at first base. Can Osner get there? Will Henderson beat him out? Looks like Henderson beats him out, and that'll be safe for a single there. Good effort and good running there from Henderson. That's what you love to see as a Bigfoots fan.
And I love to see the hair flowing at first base there from Anthony Hausner.
Yeah,
his pitcher didn't cover first base, which is what he should have done. But I mean, it was an incredible effort. He slid on the turf. That's one advantage turf does have, is sliding is a lot more fun.
Yeah, that's a good point. And here's Drifting Pageant.
Right, but that was it was a good effort, but just didn't come up with the out.
As that'll be a strike, making it an 0-1 count here. And it looks like the ump is talking to someone in the Bigfoot's dugout, I believe. Not really sure what's going on here.
Yeah.
It looks like another argument between Coach Ryan Smoot and the ump.
Not gonna let this go, huh?
Yeah, I guess not, but there's no ejection or anything yet. But keep you updated if there is.
There's a lot of chirping from the dugout and piped in boos from the speakers.
Yeah, also some boos definitely from the fans here as well.
Oh, yes.
And then we have a 1-1 count here for DeMillo going up against Paget and Henderson on first base with 2 outs on the board. And that one will be in play there for the third baseman. Throws to first, and they get the out. And to say the least, a strange inning with some controversial calls, but Jeff made his opinion clear, and he sticks with the side of common sense, but Coach Ryan Smoot definitely disagrees there. Still have a 1-0 lead here for the Locos, going in the top of the 6th with the Locos up to bat.
Hi, my name is Melissa Weddle, and I'm Department Chair of Recreation Management and Physical Education at Appalachian State University. We offer 2 degree-granting programs, one in recreation management with a focus in outdoor experiential education, recreation and park management, and commercial recreation and tourism. Our second degree-granting program in health, physical education, and coaching offers teacher certification for public schools in health and physical education. You can get a minor or certificate in coaching. We are the front porch to the Beaver College of Health Science, where our focus is on quality of life, wellness, and physical activity. We're located in the beautiful mountains of Boone, North Carolina, so come join us, check out our website, or take a class.
Welcome back here to Boone, North Carolina. Ryan Smoot is definitely the focus of the discussion here. Is he was not happy with a lot of calls there in that last inning. And Jeff, you made your opinion clear, but let's hear what you have to say again about it. You sticking with your opinion on it earlier?
Yeah, so for those who missed it somehow, there's a line drive at second base with the runner on first. The second baseman dropped the line drive through to second, and the hitter did not run to first. So it was an easy double play for the Locos. I think Ryan Smoot was arguing whether or not that ball was dropped purposely, which there's still nothing to argue if you were the Bigfoots manager. There we get a good look at him.
Yeah, that is looking at his VMI days. He was a catcher, first baseman. 101 games played with a 200 batting average and 48 runs, 27 RBIs, a 995 field percentage though.
It's almost perfect.
Yeah, almost perfect. And a 428 on base percentage, but he's got a smile there on his face after got a little heated there at the end of the inning. And it looks like, do we have a pitching change? It looks like we do.
Yep.
Ben Thornton in from Francis Marion. Fair food, golden chicken triple tender sandwich. No idea, but good for him. That's got to be from a specific restaurant. There's no way it's not.
Yep, Golden Chick is where it's from.
Okay. That's not North Carolina based, right? I don't think it is.
I've never heard of it until right now, but it looks delicious from the photos.
Yeah, it does look pretty good.
I could use a triple tender sandwich at the moment.
Maybe one day it'll somehow get in the booth. I highly doubt it, but you never know.
Triple tender sandwich will not find its way to the press box.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wonder where that's from. But Thornton here on the pitch against Romanello. Romanello makes contact with it. That one will get down. First pitch for Thornton is a base hit for Romanello. I believe that is his second base of the night, possibly third. But Romanello having a solid night here so far for the Locos.
Yep, you mentioned the gap shot that forced the outfielders to run into each other, which is still hard hit, and now he's got a couple singles under his belt.
Now batting for the Locos, right fielder number 10, Grayson.
And up to bat now, Grayson Southern, right fielder for the Locos, with Romanello on base, and Thornton with only his second pitch of the night. And he delivers, and that one will be a ball outside as Barker stopped it from getting away from him, making a 1-0 count here. He checks the runner. At first, Romanello cheating a lot off first. Thornton seems to ignore it, though, and here's the 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss. And Barker looked like he was going to throw it first, but he didn't, as I don't think Henderson was quite ready for that one, but making a 1-1 count here. And here's a 1-1 pitch for Thornton, going against Southern. And Southern, last time up bat, I believe he hit the RBI to get the run scored for the Locos, as he looks to add another hit to his night here, with the 2-1 count after that pitch from Thornton.
Yep, Southern's got the big knock so far in this game with the RBI double, literally the only run in this game.
Yeah, let's see if someone can add to it, but the Locos with a chance here with 0 outs and a man on first. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Thornton. And he will not get the call there, making it a 3-1 count for Thornton going up against Southern. Thornton looks like he's just warming up to this game, trying to paint the corners a little bit, get a little comfortable and settled in here. And here's the 3-1 pitch from Thornton as he checks Romanello up first. He'll focus on the pitch here, it looks like. And that one will be a strike. Great pitch there from Thornton, making a full count here with the man on first.
Let's get that stomp going.
Let's see what Thornton delivers here at the full count, going up against Southern. And here's the pitch. Likes the call. Ooh, doesn't get the call. Wow. And that is a walk for Thornton. Thought he might have just got that over the edge of the plate, but he doesn't. And now 0 outs with runners on second and first there. Jeff, what do you think about that call?
I mean, that's about as close as it gets there if you're Thornton. Just missed, I guess, away. But we've seen the home plate umpire give both of these teams that strike before. So it was a little odd to see Thornton not get the call. Tough break for him, especially because he's trying to settle into this game.
Yeah, definitely thought that one would be called a strike. We've seen some a little on the outside edge there of the plate, as you mentioned, be called a strike.
Well,
but
that's the exact same pitch, and that's a strike.
Yeah, that is that really doesn't make sense. I I cannot figure that out. I don't know if the geniuses of the world can even figure that one out. Makes no sense.
Robot umps?
Yeah, Ooh, Jeff's getting controversial up in here in the booth. I think you could do it like robot umps and like calling just balls and strikes, but you still need the umpire out there for just certain things, definitely. But that'll be an 0-2 count here. Going up against Justin Steens.
You can't really argue with a robot.
No, you can't. I mean, that's the thing. And if it's right, it's right, But also, you say that, I don't know if you're a soccer fan, they have VAR, the video assistant referee. There you go. Jeff made the correct motion for it. Can't see it, though. But that gets argued all the time. So it probably would somehow be argued. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Thornton as he checks Romanello on second. Stares at him for a second there. Looks back, but here's the pitch. And making contact is Steens. Jeff puts his hand up, but he's not going to catch that one. Does that one will get away? Hopefully no one's windshield is damaged, but, find out later.
Would have to come through a very thin crack of our window here in the press box for us to make a play.
That would be quite something, though, if that happens one day.
Oh, yeah.
See if Jeff can relive the glory days and make a fantastic catch.
I'd probably drop it.
I would just duck behind the desk. But here's the 0-2 pitch as step out the bag and step out of the batter's box. Both Steens and Thornton take their time here. But are you in the favor of a robotic ump? As here's the pitch.
I mean, there's right and there's wrong. And if the machine works, then say you use it.
Yeah, inside pitch there. I'm there with you. I mean, I don't really understand why you don't use it. You know what I mean? I mean, you can still have the umps out there. It's going to be right all the time.
They could have a system like tennis does, where they have the
officiator.
They have the official there, but
yeah,
they've got. I mean, their system is great. And I think football should use it. I think baseball should use it, where they can just animate literally anything. They can track everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think that's because, like, if they see a player ever debated, they just pull up the animation. And they're like, well, you're wrong. And
yeah.
prove wrong instantly. Here's a 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Someone yelled cars in the stands, so that one actually might have made it to the parking lot.
I think my car's far enough back.
Yeah, you praying?
I don't think I'll have to. Someone would really have to nuke one backwards.
You never know, though, man. It could happen one day. It could happen. I feel like it happens a lot of high school games. You see that very often there.
Oh, yeah.
Gets the strikeout call, Thornton. As Jeff mentioned, that was a good pitch there to get the out. First out of the inning there for the Bigfoots. Still runners at second and first here, but chance for the double play now with an out on the board.
Yep, frozen with the off-speed pitch there. Looks like Steens just did not see it coming.
And Thornton's starting to get some control here over his arm here. But now it's about Avery Adams. Had a solid game so far. Seen him do some creative base running so far for the Locos. But here's the pitch for Thornton. And I'll get the strike call there, as that looked like a good call, making it an 0-1 count with Romanello. Still cheating off second, and Thornton looking at him every time. It's Southern also at first base there. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss for Adams. Goes up 0-2 in the count. Is Thornton. Thornton really starting to find some control here over his pitches.
Especially that fastball.
Yeah, the Bigfoot's pitchers here so far really like the fastball. They've done really well with it. Really controlled it. He takes a look at the second base runner, Romanello. But another swing and a miss. Beautiful pitching so far from Thornton, as he's just outdueling Steens and Adams there in back-to-back at-bats.
Right, and fastball control is probably the number one most important thing for a pitcher. And we're seeing a master class in these past couple of hitters from Thornton. Got Adams to chase the high cheese right there.
High cheese again? Not cheddar, just cheese.
Yep.
All right. Chase Wade up to bat here with 2 outs, but runners at second and first. And he gets the call again, and that'll make it a 0-1 count here.
Don't know how much variety of cheese I could go into.
Like Swiss or, I can't think.
That doesn't sound as good, right?
Provolone. High provolone. Why not?
Yeah.
Big fan of provolone cheese. But here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one actually, that one looked a little scary. Forgot the net was there for a second. Making an 0-2 count here. Thornton with a chance. Struck out 3 batters in a row here against Chase Wade. And here's the 0-2 pitch for Thornton as the jaw music gets intensified. Here's the pitch from Thornton. Making contact though is Wade. That one go to center field. Can they get the out? They can. Thornton goes down early in the inning, getting no outs. Guys on second and first, but it doesn't faze him. Fantastic pitching as the score stays 1-0 with the Bigfoots up to bat next year at the bottom of the 6th. Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina. As you see on your screen, App TV social media. You can find us on Instagram at Watch App TV, Twitter, Watch App TV, Facebook, Watch App TV, YouTube, only App TV, and then WatchAppTV.com. You can stream the game here and on Facebook as well. And, you know, maybe the social media, I don't want to say it. Maybe the social media will be blowing up instead, I'll say. Not popping. Would you go with
It'll be
popping?
popping.
There you go. Jeff goes with it. As our producer wanted to say that, but I did not. As it looks like we might see possibly a pitching change.
Oh.
Chase Wade is in pitching there for the Bigfoots. I did not expect to see that.
Yeah, just your prototypical change from third base to the mound.
Yeah, very common, right?
So really screw up my score sheet here.
Make it a little
I may
more
just not
common.
attempt.
Yeah, let's see what Chase Wade's got here. Going into the bottom of the sixth with the Bigfoots. Maybe trying to see what this change, if it'll either rock them or they'll be used to it. But here's Josh Seiler from Trevecca Nazarene University. Going up against Chase Wade. Very curious to see how this pans out for the Locos. Chase Wade warming up though, but it seems to have some control over the pitching here. But we're at the top of the batting lineup for the Bigfoots. It was Josh Seiler. Chase Wade faces his first batter of the night. Let's see what Chase Wade can deliver. And that one looks like it's just outside for Chase Wade. Making it a 1-0 count here, going up against Josh Seiler. And here's the 1-0 pitch for Chase Wade. And that one looks like it might be a little outside, but he gets the call, making it a 1-1 count. You know, it's funny you mention it. You know,
It's the value of good framing as the catcher.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely some good framing there, but controversial call. Maybe go back to the robot. Won't talk about that anymore. And here's the 2-1 pitch from and making contact is Seiler. That'll be easy out for first base. I thought one maybe would go foul, but Chase Wade so far looking comfortable, settling in. But, you know, he's already warmed up, threw the ball a couple times, was playing some fielding, and now going on the mound here, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, that's a dream start as the pitcher there. Just getting an easy out, and of course he's kind of put in a tough spot coming into the game from third base, and now facing the top of the Bigfoot's order. Gotta make quick work of Seiler there. Pretty easy play there at first.
Yeah, it definitely was. And here's the pitch from Wade. And good framing there, but he doesn't get the call. And that'll make it a 1-0 count. And here's the 1-0 pitch from Wade. And he gets the call there again. Looks like it might have been a little low and outside, but that placement is working as the ump likes that pitch, and he's calling it a strike so far. It seems like all night, except for a couple innings ago we saw it for the Bigfoots. Here's the 1-1 pitch with one out. And a swing and a miss there. Wade looks super comfortable on the mound so far. Really looked like he's been pitching all night here. He's got a 1-2 count.
Yep, settling in very nicely for the Locos. Seen a couple of these pitchers struggle right off the start.
And here's a 1-2 pitch from Wade. As that one is way outside. I would be shocked if that was called a strike, but it's not, making a 2-2 count here. As the Bigfoots look to get something on the board here with one out. And here's the 2-2 pitch from Wade. And Dylan Baycott, favorite baseball player, Mike Trout from UNC Asheville, makes it a full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. See what he can deliver. Going up against Wade.
Let's make it clear that Dylan Baycott went to UNC Asheville and Mike Trout did not.
Yeah, no, Mike Trout did not. That would be nuts, but he did not. Here's 3-2 pitch. Making contact and surviving is Baycott. And that one sounded like it didn't hit a car. Hopefully not for anyone. Or maybe Jeff got lucky. Maybe he'll have a souvenir on his windshield when he leaves the booth tonight.
I'd hope not.
Maybe that's the announcer jinx or something, so it just won't happen now, maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah. It's already happened a couple times tonight, but here is 3-2 pitch from Wade to Baycott. Making contact again is Baycott, but that'll be another foul ball. He's surviving. And running up the pitch count here for Wade with 1 out on the board. No one on base for the Bigfoots. As the Bigfoots really haven't had any consistent offense so far. There's been some just easy outs for the Locos defense.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And as soon as they do get someone on it, I don't think anyone's gotten a third for the Bigfoots, which is going to be a problem if you're trying to get someone home.
Yeah, it definitely has. And there's the pitch from Wade, and it gets by the catcher. Staying alive still is Dylan Baycott, and hopefully Baycott can get on base here and spark some offense for the Bigfoots.
Yep, good at bat so far, just running up the pitch count, which doesn't really matter when you got a reliever out there, but
yeah,
making him work, maybe frustrating Wade on the mound.
Here's the pitch from Wade, and a swing and a miss, and Baycott will go down. 2 up, 2 down so far. That is 2 outs.
Valiant effort there from Baycott at the plate, but Wade not frustrated whatsoever with the running up the pitch count.
And here's Tylen Reese with his walkout song, Let's Do It Again, but also his go-to karaoke song, also from UNC Asheville here, up to bat going against Wade. Here's the pitch, and he gets the call. That'll be a strike, making it an 0-1 count here. Tylen Reese hopefully sparking some offense. Maybe we'll see a home run or something here. Some sort of offense from the Bigfoots. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Wade. And making contact. This one looks like it'll be a routine fly ball. And easy out for the Locos, and nothing so far going the Bigfoots' way offensively. But Chase Wade finding the corners and looking good, and Bigfoot stay up, or Locos stay up 1-0, and we go to the top of the 7 to see the Locos up to bat.
As I speak to incoming students, I get to see the excitement they have for this next phase of their lives. For some, they are the first in their families to go to college, and others are continuing a legacy of pursuing higher education. We know the journey through college is not always easy. Research tells us that obtaining a college education can be even more challenging for our students from underrepresented backgrounds. Appalachian Advocates is an opportunity to work with a cohort of faculty and staff who are willing to help foster a welcoming campus culture. Thank you for joining us. We are so glad to have you as a student at App State. When you come to college, whether you're coming from across the state or down the street, you bring with you distinct experiences, perspectives, and identities. It's up to us as your campus leaders to help foster safe and inclusive learning communities. Appalachian Advocates is a cohort of faculty and staff who have made a commitment to listen, learn, support, and advocate for members of our community from underrepresented identities. So whether you need help figuring out how to navigate a challenging situation in one of your classes, or you want a more formal mentorship, our Appalachian Advocates are here to guide and support you.
Welcome back here on App TV. As you see the upcoming schedule here for the App TV broadcast of Boone Bigfoots games. Greensboro Monarchs on the 17th, and who are we playing on July 8th? Jeff wanted to say that.
Well, that's the Statesville Owls.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, little pun there. I am sorry for that. And then on the 22nd, play the Carolina Disco Turkeys, and on the 29th, Greensboro Yard Goats. I really apologize for that pun. That was probably terrible. Yeah, that was. That is a fireable offense for saying a owl pun. That was really bad. But here's the pitch from Thornton going against Hosner. And that one will get past Hosner and make it a 0-1 count here. Jeff was pretty enthusiastic in the break about going with an owl pun there. He was
not my idea.
Okay, that is a blatant lie on the broadcast. I'd like to point that out. But here's the pitch from Thornton. And that one really getting away from Thornton. And yeah, Jeff with the great commentating there and just the whoops. And, yeah.
Couple 60 feet 6 inches to the plate. That one went about 55.
Yeah, just a little short there, just a little short. But a 1-1 count here against Hosner.
Crowd going nuts.
Yeah, loud applause. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one will get into the gap between second and first, and that'll be a base hit for Hosner as the Locos offense continues to heat up here. But we saw last inning, Thornton struggle a little bit at first, but warm up into the inning. Maybe we'll see it again.
Both of these teams really struggling to actually get the runners around. Both teams have gotten their fair share of base runners. It's just driving them in. It's the hardest part.
Yeah, definitely. They have not found the rhythm there to put some runs on the board, but the Locos have one at least, courtesy of Grayson Southern earlier. And here is Thornton going against Christian Amaro, the catcher for the Locos. Here's the pitch. And that will be a ball on the first pitch there. So you really think Biggie the Bigfoot is not one of the best mascots in sports?
I just said he's not the best.
Not the best, but he's a great one, right?
Yeah, S tier.
S tier. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Top of the line.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's up there. But you put Wooly the Bull above him.
Wooly Bull's number one always.
Okay. You got a top three. Here's the pitch. 1-0 pitch. Making contact there is Amaro. Be a play for a foul ball out here, but that one will get out and away from Bass. You got a top 5 mascots all time?
I can't say I do off the top of my head, but I can tell you Wooly Bull's the best.
Okay, wow, going
I can
triple.
tell you TC the Bear of the Minnesota Twins is the hardest working mascot in sports.
Okay, I gotta ask, why the hardest working?
I went to a Twins game once. That was their tagline for him.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, wow. Did not know that. Never been to a Twins game.
So if you take away anything from this broadcast, it's that TC the Bear of the Minnesota Twins is the hardest working mascot in baseball.
You heard it here first, folks, from Jeff. Well, not first, if you're a Twins fan, but that'll be another base hit here with 0 outs as Amaru will get on base and advance Hosner. Runners at second and first for the Locos, but yeah, I've never been to Minnesota, and I don't really have a desire to go. But, I guess if you live in Minnesota in that cold, you got to be a hardworking mascot,
Yeah.
Even though you're in the summer, but still.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to respect that, especially if they make it to October up there.
I've been to a lot of parks, so I can give you a pretty decent review on
mascots,
stadiums, mascots, all that jazz.
Jeff's a baseball encyclopedia.
Not quite, but
little.
I enjoy it. I enjoy my fair share.
Yeah, a little over exaggeration there, maybe.
Yeah, been to 27 of the 30 teams' stadiums.
Wow, really? Jaden James up to bat. And the first pitch will be a ball. What ballparks have you not been to?
The 2 in Florida. So the Trop, which not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't hear great things about that one.
Yeah, the concourse almost looks like a shopping mall.
Yeah, that's true. And a swing and a miss there from James, making it a 1-1 count.
And of course the Marlins Park, which is now called Lone Depot Park.
That's right. Oof.
Yeah, they're changing names a little bit, and the last one is the Rogers Center in Toronto. Never been out of the country.
Oh yeah, same here. Never been.
Yep.
That's a nice stadium though. It looks like a nice ballpark.
Maybe. No. We'll see.
Okay.
Eventually.
Yeah, maybe one day Jeff will make it to Toronto to go there.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. That's a 1-2 count now with Jaden James. At bat here, going against Thornton, but no outs and runners at second. Triple plays on the board, like I just mentioned.
It's in play. It certainly is.
It is. Well, the Bigfoots get some luck to kick their way here and get out of the inning very early. Here's the pitch. Making contact is Jaden James. This should be a routine play for left field. And it is, and the runners will not advance. Hosner will not. He was thinking about it, but he goes back to second. And that is the first out on the board there for the Bigfoots.
Well done that time from Thornton, as we've got an excellent walk-up song for our next hitter.
That is, I don't know what to say for that one. That is interesting.
We have got the clown music playing.
Yeah, that's
circus.
Yeah, that was not by our broadcaster or anything. That was in the stadium here. But here's the pitch from Thornton.
Having a lot of fun with the other team.
Yeah, definitely seems like it. I mean, enjoy your time in the summer. Why not, right? As it's Nick Leonard up to bat here for the Locos, pinch hitting. Here's Thornton versus Leonard with a 1-0 count. And that pitch was a little high, according to the ump, and that will make it a 2-0 count. As Leonard looks to tune out the circus music that was playing earlier and get a base hit, maybe a run batted in here for the Locos. And here's the 2-0 pitch from Thornton to Leonard. And Leonard makes contact with it, but that'll be a foul ball. And it'll be a 2-1 count here for Leonard.
Leonard wearing that number 27, which I might add is a great baseball number right now. The likes of Mike Trout, Vlad Guerrero Jr.,
yeah,
Giancarlo Stanton, a lot of great players wear that number.
Completely forgot about Vlad Guerrero Jr. Yeah. Wow, yeah, a lot of greats on it, wearing that number currently. Here's a pitch from Thornton. Making contact is Leonard. Trying to replicate maybe Mike Trout here or something. See if he can get a run in for the Locos.
Maybe not current Mike Trout, who is injured at the moment, but...
Yeah. Still, in my opinion, best player in baseball. I'll say it.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel
no
like
debate.
Yeah, I feel like that's the ones where you really can't debate that, honestly. Maybe hockey with Connor McDavid, but yeah.
No, hockey is definitely locked in.
Yeah, and that gets through, and that's a base hit. And Hosner is going to go home. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to stop and go back to third, and it's a play at third. He is safe, though. He was going to home, and the fans don't like that call at all. They thought they got him out at third. But it is bases loaded here with 1 out on the board for the Locos, as Hosner looked like he was ready to fly home. But late call there to stop at third, and he'd hustle back there to be safe. Good heads-up play, though, by the Bigfoots defense to try to get an out there.
Yeah, Hosner, I guess he got a little excited to score, and he took the big turn. It wasn't really a chance, I don't think, to score.
Yeah, and it looks like Coach Ryan Smoot is having another discussion with the umpires again. And they've had a lot of talking tonight. You know, maybe they are making dinner plans. I don't know, for the next game or something. But yeah, that one didn't seem like a bad discussion. An enthusiastic charge there from the crowd. Really enthusiastic. Did not expect that. But bases loaded. And up to bat here.
The folks are getting into it here.
They are. Gianni Romanello. And Romanello will swing and miss on that. Or he might have made a little contact there with the ball, making it an 0-1 count.
They're both strikes.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah. I know. I knew that one at least. But yeah, 0-1 count here with 1 out. As Thornton is in a jam to say the least here. Bases loaded. Here's Romanello on the 0-1 pitch.
Right on the outside corner.
Yep, gets that call. That call has been going the pitcher's way all game long on both sides. Except for maybe one occurrence, but 0-2 count here, and a strikeout would be huge for Thornton here. As here's the 0-2 pitch with the music intensifying. Oh, that one really gets away, as you heard from Jeff there in the broadcast. I don't know. I think he called a timeout
Called time.
right there. Was Gianni Romanello. He called time right then, and I don't think Thornton was pleased with that late time call there from Romanello. But it stays an 0-2 count. Despite Jeff's screech that got me off guard. Scared me, got the adrenaline pumping. But here's the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Great at-bat there for Thornton as he gets the much-needed strikeout. And what's bat is Grayson Southern. Yeah, Jeff.
Thought it was going to hit our home plate umpire in the grill there.
Yeah, it looked like
almost reminded me of the Bull Durham movie where they say hit the bull and then.
That's right. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, great movie. Yeah, especially if you're a woolly bull enthusiast over here.
Well, you got hit in the head with the ball.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like we might see a pitching change at Thornton. Makes sense here with the bases loaded. But 2 outs. I'd be curious. Might let him finish out the inning here going against Grayson Southern.
Yeah, you definitely want to let him finish this inning. He's already got 2 outs.
We'll see what Thornton can deliver here going against Southern. But yeah, Bold Arm's a good movie, though. Definitely is. Is that your favorite baseball movie, or are you a Sandlot fan? We saw The Shoes earlier, so I gotta ask.
I don't know what my favorite baseball movie is. That's an excellent question. Of course, Sandlot's always a classic. It's an easy choice.
Yeah.
I think think The Benchwarmers is one of my favorites. It's more of a comedy movie than a baseball movie.
It's a
but
great one, though.
Yeah.
Love that one in middle school.
yeah, I've probably seen that movie maybe 100 times.
Oh. Big fan of the Benchwarmers over here for Jeff Marson, but
Yeah.
look at the Sandlot. I don't know. I feel like you can't beat the
Yeah.
Sandlot. It's a great like summer movie too, especially now. And yeah, just everything. It's a fun movie to watch too. And here's the 0-1 pitch after first strike there for Thornton. And that one's a swing and a miss for Southern. That was a low pitch and kind of a hesitant swing there from Southern, but he still went on it. 0 balls, 2 strikes here. This would be huge for Thornton if he can get the strikeout here with 2 outs on the board.
Crowd stomping their feet in encouragement.
You want to really encourage Thornton here because this is a jam, and to get out of this would be a massive win for the Bigfoots. Keep it a 1-0 ball game. Keep themselves in this one. Here's the 0-2 pitch going against Southern. And it's a swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes there for Thornton as he pointed at Southern, it looked like, after that pitch. Fantastic and enthusiastic play there from Thornton. And just exactly what you want to see for Thornton after getting in a jam. But it stays a 1-0 ball game. And the Bigfoots are up to bat here in the bottom of the 7th next.
Come on out. It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina, as the Bigfoots survived a tough top of the 7th inning, but looking at the next 4 games and the players singing Sweet Caroline here for the 7th inning stretch. But tomorrow they go against the Carolina Yankees at home, and then home again on Sunday against the Carolina Disco Turkeys, and then Tuesday they'll be on the road against the CV Stars, and that'll be a doubleheader for the next 4 games as the Bigfoots look to get back on track. And the players are really enthusiastically singing Sweet Caroline, really getting into it with the cowboy hats. But some fantastic vocals there. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. But the Bigfoots look to create some momentum here with Tyson Bass up to bat next. But it'll be interesting, though, as the Bigfoots face a lot of trouble. But Thornton got out of a jam with the bases loaded in the top of the 7th there. Some very impressive pitching from him, as in the final at-bat, I believe it was against Southern. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, no hesitation from him, and he emphatically pointed at Southern after that out. Just, you like to see the emotion coming into baseball, and Summer League baseball as well, really getting competitive out here. We've seen some discussion from the umpires and Coach Ryan Smoot for the Bigfoots, and those have gone in an interesting way, to say the least. But up to bat here is Tyson Bass. And we will see what he's got to see if he can get something going here for the Bigfoots. Still see the good direction, but Billy Cunnington is his favorite song. But here's the pitch going up against Bass. And it's still Chase Wade pitching here for the Locos, as he's going to have a little discussion with his umpire here. And Jeff, what are your thoughts here on that end of the inning? It's got to bring some momentum to the Bigfoots.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was clinical work there by Thornton on the mound. You really can't do any better. Just 3 straight strikes with the bases loaded to strike the batter out and get out of the jam. course, the Bigfoots pitching's been impressive today. They've been getting out of a couple of tough jams. It's problem's been getting runs across, and they've got an opportunity to do that right now.
And here's Chase Wade's first pitch against Tyson Bass after the meeting with his catcher. And Bass connecting with it, but that one will be another foul ball. I mean, I feel like this might be a record for the most foul balls in a Bigfoots game in the first 7 innings. I don't know why. It just feels like it is at an all-time high amount. I don't know if it's just like in the moment or something, but it really does, right?
Well, this is my first Bigfoots game, so yes, this is the record.
It's a record for Jeff, at least.
Yes.
As that pitch will not find the circle, and that'll make it a 1-1 count here for Chase Wade. It seems like he didn't love the pitch or the call there from the umpire. Possibly he's just upset with himself, but here's a 1-1 pitch going up against Tyson Bass. And Bass trying to get some momentum going to the Bigfoot's way. And that ball is low. Gets past the catcher there, but no issues, no one on base, and make it a 2-1 count. That's some great music played so far. I'd like to point that out. I feel like it really has been some great music, and some music calling out the other team as well. There's the pitch, and looked like might have made some contact there with Bass, but heavy swing and missing, making a 2-2 count.
It's what they call a home run swing. Big cut there.
Definitely.
From Bass.
Yeah, he's swinging for the fences on that one. Must have liked the pitch, but just couldn't connect there. As he almost turned himself all the way around on that after swing.
Home run gets you a tie game, so
yeah,
may as well try.
Why not go for the fences here? But might just want to get on base here for the Bigfoots with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Wade. And a swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout for Wade. And the Locos like to see that going their way. And up next is Trevena, up to bat for the Bigfoots.
He just talked about how good the Bigfoots pitching has been, but man, the Locos have been bringing the heat today.
Yeah,
haven't seen much solid contact on the Bigfoot side.
I mean, the Locos have almost been flawless to this point, you could say. Making contact there is Trevena, but that'll be a foul ball, almost identical to the foul ball of Bassett in the last at bat. But yeah, it's been near flawless. I feel like they're pitching. They've even in some of these innings, they've gotten just like it's felt like a ground ball, easy play, and then they've had those 1, 2, 3 innings. They've really not been tested too much on the defensive end here. But some controversy as well, though. And that one will be outside, making it a 1-1 count.
Yeah, and the stat line thus far for the Locos pitching, obviously no runs given up, only 4 hits, and only 2 walks as well. So they're really doing a good job keeping the Bigfoots off the bases right now.
Yeah, they definitely are. And Chase Wade hopes to continue that as here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one will be high, making it a 2-1 count. Going against Trevena. Trevena hopefully to spark some momentum and energy into this crowd here for the Bigfoots. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Wade. And that one will be outside, making a 3-1 count. 3-1 count. Thought he might have signaled for a strike there, but he's not the umpire. Seen a couple of those outside pitches, though, be called for a strike
Never
tonight.
know with this guy, right? Seen a couple call it on the outside.
Yeah, that one was a little more outside, but honestly, for a second, when I saw the arm move, I was like, wow. I was a little shocked. Making contact there is Trevena, and that one will get out. Looks like it might hit the roof of the press box over here.
They missed us.
Yeah, I think we're safe, you know. Jeff's keeping an eye out for us. Luckily tonight, so far we've been safe.
I brought my glove. I'm ready to make a play.
I would say there is a crack in the window, I'd like to point out. So
yes.
It's happened before, it looks like. Doesn't make you feel too comfortable. I was in center field for the last game, setting up a camera, and they were doing batting practice. That was terrifying for a bit, I'm not going to lie. A couple got pretty close there. And here's the full count pitch from Wade against Trevena with 1 out on the board and no runners on base. And making contact is Trevena, and that'll get down. That'll be a base hit for the Bigfoots. Full count, 1 out. Doesn't matter for Trevena. He gets on base for the single. And that is what the Bigfoots need. And pump it up. That's a base hit.
Great job on the outside pitch by Trevena, just getting out there and putting a bat on it and Luckily, he's strong enough to poke it into the outfield for the single.
And now it looks like Bellamy will be up to bat here. And it looks like we'll get a pinch runner here for the Cervena. So you might see some stolen bases or a lot of cheating here off first base for the Bigfoots. And the Pump It Up song is playing. Saw Jeff dance to it for a second there. You gonna pump it up?
I mean, we saw the Bigfoot's dugout also.
Oh yeah, pump it up.
Getting down.
Dance. Yeah, they got some killer dance moves there. You gotta wonder how much do they practice that. I really gotta be curious.
It may make its way into the midweek practices.
Yeah, very possible. I mean, why not? Here's the first pitch to Bellamy from Wade. And that'll be a ball, making a 1-0 count. But yeah, a lot of cheating there in first base as the Bigfoots are going to look to steal second and just get any offensive momentum they can to try to get themselves in this ball game and possibly steal this one down 1-0 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Right, it's only one.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
got to scratch one.
Exactly, it's only one. You know, you can't look at that and make that one look way bigger than it is. Just can't let that get in your head. You know, just focus, getting base hits here. That's what Bellamy's going to try to do here with 2 balls on the count.
And the Bigfoots have gotten runners on consistently in these innings. It's once again just got to move them over.
Yeah, and that's a strike call, making a 2-1 count. But it looks like when the Bigfoots get the guys on base, it's just no pressure's going to the Locos. It doesn't even really seem like it phases them. It feels like it almost like eases them off. They're like, you know, we'll just
accepting the challenge.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the 2-1 pitch from Wade. And that would be low, making a 3-1 count here for Bellamy. Curious if we'll get the green light with 1 out and a man on first. What do you think, Jeff?
3-1 count that's your hitter's count. It's where you're going to get a good pitch to hit. Always looking fastball 3-1.
And here's the pitch from Wade. Let's see if we'll get a 3-1 fastball to Bellamy. And we see the runner go. And the throw is in time, and he will be out at second. That was a fantastic throw there by the catcher for the Locos. Really seemed like no problem. That was a routine play there for them. No issues on that one, as it's 2 outs and now no runners on base for the Bigfoots. And Bellamy in a full count here.
Working their way out of runs. They've been caught stealing multiple times now.
Yeah, they definitely
good arm
have.
Behind the plate.
Yeah, great arm. Here's a 3-2 pitch. He gets the call. Bellamy looked like he was about to start walking to first. One looked like it might have been outside there, but gets the call. We've said it, the umpire, you know, the
not popular amongst the crowd.
Definitely not, but it'll stay a 1-0 ball game as the Bigfoots just can't quite get a run here on the board. Top of the 8th we go.
Man, this crowd loves Bettie.
Let's go! To a place where you can grow.
A place to be heard.
And take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place? Let me show you.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina. You just missed the, I guess, trash bag race, right? Is that what you called it?
Yeah, I guess we don't have the potato sack, so we go to the next best thing, and yeah, that's a glad bag.
Yeah, and Biggie the Bigfoot is showing off his wheels. He was flying there for a second with the interesting running form there. You know, maybe you put him as the pinch runner there for first base.
You may not like it, but that is what peak performance looks like. It's Biggie the Bigfoot. He can eat an entire pizza in one sitting.
Yeah.
Talked about that earlier.
He's just got like the just perfect athletic build. Is what you're
yes.
saying? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could put him on first base. He might have been able to steal second there. It looks like we have another pitching change there for the as it's Brennan Honolin for the Bigfoots. Guilty Pleasure Song, Love Story by Taylor Swift. You Taylor
Great
Swift fan?
song.
It is a great song. You know, I was afraid you were going to be one of those. Yeah, that is a great song.
I mean, it's one of the older country
Taylor Swift songs. Yeah.
Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah. Are you a country fan at all, Jeff? Is that what I'm hearing here?
It's not my preference, but I'll listen to it.
Okay. Okay. Jeff's kind of a country guy. Just finding that out.
I'm a little bit of everything guy. I
That's
stick
fair.
mostly around hip hop and rock.
Okay. You got any favorite artists over here?
I listen for songs and not artists.
Any favorite songs then?
Got a few.
Can you elaborate at all?
Yeah.
Jeff is going to keep this private information. Does not want to put this over Facebook Live, TV, or anything. Got to respect that.
Exactly.
Here's
Oh, boy.
Steens, and he'll go for the bunt and making the play. Fantastic there from Barker, and Steens is not happy with himself on that bunt. He slams his bat down and breaks it in half. Yeah, that is a tough bunt on the first pitch there, but
Wow, he really did break it in half.
no, yeah, he totally did. I didn't. Yeah, he slammed that pretty hard. Did not even notice that, but fantastic play there from Barker to track down that ball and get the out first pitch. Brennan Huddling is having a fantastic outing so far. One pitch, one out.
I gotta say, you gotta be really strong to break one of those bats.
Oh yeah, just like that too. Like on turf too. That's pretty impressive. That's maybe that'll go to like Sports Center, Top 10 or something. Not the out. Just
Not the catch.
Yeah, just the
no,
breaking the
no.
bat. That's it. Yeah, that'll be
Plenty of major leaguers have broken it over their knee.
Yeah, I mean, who was it? Was it I broke it over their head? I can't remember now.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and the crazy thing is too, when Bo Jackson broke it over his head, it looked like he was probably trying to break it.
Oh,
He
he's
just did it.
a superhuman.
Yeah, he was. So makes sense. Here's the pitch to Avery Adams in a 1-1 count with one out on the board. And that one will get away from Huddling, making it a 2-1 count.
Fifth plate appearance for Adams at the top of the lineup. Getting a lot of run.
And a swing and a miss there. Might have made some contact, but doesn't matter, as Jeff mentioned earlier. Make it a 2-2 count. But yeah, we saw Adams. He got in a little bit of a cardio workout earlier. And for the Bigfoots, Tyson Bass did too. Stealing second, but going to a foul ball. Had to jog that back. One of Jeff's nightmares when he played baseball back in the day.
What's that?
And here's the 2-2 pitch with one out on the board for Huddling to Adams. And a swing and a miss. Fantastic pitch there. Huddling is finding a groove here early on, and his couple first batters face as 2 up, 2 down off a fantastic play from Barker and some great pitching from himself. And now Chase Wade, the pitcher now, up to bat.
Yeah, great off-speed pitch from Huffling there. Great job moving through the top of the lineup now.
Here's the pitch to Wade. And as that one gets outside and a little high, and that will make it a 1-0 count for Huddling going against Wade here. So
It's
pitcher's
your,
duel.
yeah, it's your typical relief pitcher in the 2-hole.
And making contact is Wade, and that one goes right over the booth over here.
That one got a roof.
Yeah, definitely did.
No!
Oh, it just rolled back down in the
Heads
crowd.
up.
I don't think anyone got hurt, but it rolled all the way back down to the front. And a fan screams, "I got it," so I think he got the ball. And
He got it.
He flexes. He definitely got it. Good for him, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's enthusiastic about that one, so he needs to get that signed by everyone for that. That was great effort there.
Doesn't need any more drinks.
Good play there from the second baseman for the Bigfoots, and that'll be easy out. Easy inning there from the Bigfoots. Huddling comes in. The Bigfoots face no defensive troubles. Fantastic inning there defensively for the Bigfoots as they look to tie this game here in the bottom of the 8th. Going up against the Locos.
We know you love the Bigfoots, and guess what? The Bigfoots love.
We are so glad to have you as a student at App State. When you come to college, whether you're coming from across the state or down the street, you bring with you distinct experiences, perspectives, and identities. It's up to us as your campus leaders to help foster safe and inclusive learning communities. Appalachian Advocates is a cohort of faculty and staff who have made a commitment to listen, learn, support, and advocate for members of our community from underrepresented identities. So whether you need help figuring out how to navigate a challenging situation in one of your classes, or you want a more formal mentorship, our Appalachian Advocates are here to guide and support you.
Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina here, as it's a 1-0 ball game for the Locos. And looking at the year, 1996, GM for the Boone Bigfoots, Andrew Papp, was born June 14th in 1996. The top song was Macarena. Top grossing film was Independence Day, which now has a horrible sequel. I'd like to point that out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll call it out. Top TV show was ER, NBC, very famous show. Gallon of gas was $1.23.
Oh, yeah.
The good days. And then the big debut was Tickle Me Elmo. Okay.
Of course, yeah, it was a very popular toy.
Yeah. And the NCAA baseball champion was LSU.
Yep, the Tigers went 52-15.
Dominating season, huh?
Pretty solid. They beat Miami in the championship at the old Rosenblatt Stadium in Omaha. Beat a Miami team led by Alex Cora, who is now the manager of my Boston Red Sox, and Pat Burrell, who is a Phillies legend.
Yeah, he is. Definitely. And we have a pitching changer, too, with Anthony Hosner from first base coming in to pitch now. But, and Nick Leonard looks like he's at first base now. But, yeah, that was also the year my sister was born, actually. I don't think anyone
cared. not that's watching.
Oh, man. Now I hope
Hopefully
she's watching.
not your family. Just realize that, but
yeah, call out Jeff for that one.
Tough break.
That's a tough break for Jeff. Definitely.
I also want to talk about a little bit of college baseball while it's on the mind.
Super regionals.
We got a couple of super regional games going on. Tennessee, who is the overwhelming favorite coming into the tournament, they're losing their first game to Notre Dame, 8-5 right now in the top of the 8th. Of course, you're not going to tune into that. Your eyes are here. And another game, Louisville and Texas A&M. It is 1-0 Aggies at Blue Bell Park in College Station.
Yeah, and ECU took the win against Texas, and then it looks like also Oklahoma got the win over Virginia Tech as well.
Boomer Sooner.
Yeah. And here's the pitch from Hosner going against Barker, and that one will be high and outside, making it a 1-1 count here. And Jeff's checked me out. Jeff's kept me in check, and apparently my family too now here.
Oh yeah.
And here's the 1-1 pitch from Hosner. I've seen a lot of positional players pitching this game, or a couple here. Ooh. And that one gets away from Hosner there, and I think the fans let him know about that one. Possibly the guy that got the foul ball there. It might have been him. I think he is sitting close to the front row there, so we'll see.
So time's running out here on the Bigfoots. You only got 6 more outs to work with.
Definitely, this is the Bigfoots game to try to come back in and crawl back in this one, and Barker hopes to make it happen here, but as you look at it, we got 3 balls on the board and 1 strike here for Hosner, as he's trying to find a little bit of placement here. And here's the 3-1 pitch going against Barker. And he gets the strike call there. Good framing there from the catcher. Looks like it might have been outside, but gets the call. And we've seen that one been consistently called all night, so now it seems like everyone should be used to that one so far. Both the catcher, pitchers, and batters as well.
Yeah, you should know that one time through the order.
Yeah, definitely.
On both sides.
Full count pitch. That'll be a walk for Barker. And the Bigfoots get a runner on base like they need, but it doesn't matter about the runners on base. It is getting them to the home plate, as they have not been able to do that yet.
Yeah, a lot of that has to do with just not clutch hitting, but also
just delivering,
getting caught, stealing as well. We've seen multiple guys get thrown out at second.
Happened last inning.
Yep, you can't throw away base runners.
Yeah, it's been a struggle here for the Bigfoots, definitely in that aspect. But here's the pitch for Hosner. And that one is outside, and that'll be a ball. Going up here against Henderson.
And I think this is your chance, if you're the Bigfoots, to finally level the score, because I think you got a wild pitcher on the mound who's focused a little more on velocity than control. Try and work that count a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that. It looked like he was going to go for the bunt there, but he gets the strike call. Once again, we're seeing the similar call there on the outside.
Right on the corner, right as I said, he was having control issues.
Yeah.
We've had multiple instances where
The
we
commentator.
just sound stupid immediately.
I think it's happened probably at least 10 times now, it feels like.
Yep.
But Hayes Henderson here, up to bat. And right now, if you're the Bigfoots in the 1-1 count, you just want to not even swing for the fences, just get on base. I mean, that's the job here. You know, you obviously want the run, but just play your game, play the game you've played your whole life, and keep it simple. Just put the ball in play. Try to force them to make a play.
Make that 2 straight hard fastballs right on the corner.
It's a 1-2 count now for Hosner. And here's the pitch from Hosner going to Henderson. And Hosner checks out the runner first. Barker delivers the pitch, gets the strike call. I don't know what Jeff feels in that one, but actually I think I do after that reaction. And we hear the speakers.
Yeah, the speakers.
Not like that one, yeah. But that one looked like might have been outside, but gets the call anyway. And gets the strikeout that they needed and make it first down for the inning for them there.
Yeah, some of those major leaguers would be drawing where that ball crossed because they would be in line with the opposite batter's box.
Yeah, that would maybe hit a batter on the other opposite side of the batter's box. But here's Drifton Padgett. And he gets the strike on that one. That one goes down the middle. With looks like there shouldn't be a dispute on that one from Jeff or I. But yeah, that's where you see probably a batter get thrown out for drawing the line there. Any umpire, they don't like whenever that happens. But
well,
also,
if they get it right, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, but when it does happen, I will say that's where I like the umpires because it just adds entertainment. Oh, that one gets away. Hosner with a wild pitch, and Barker easily gets to second there. And a good break there to steal second for the Bigfoots as a wild pitch, like you mentioned, that Hosner hasn't had control consistently here.
Yep, and that's one way to finally get a runner to second is just make sure the other team has no play to get you at second.
Yeah, definitely. Force them into errors, like I said earlier. 1-1 count here.
That pitch was way off. It was a chore to try and block that one.
And Padgett connecting with that one. And it looks like this should be not an easy play, but it's a good play from Adams as he throws to third. And 2 outs on the board there for the Bigfoots. After it looked like they could have possibly had a full count off a controversial call, and now it turns to 2 outs.
Yep, it was a great play, though, in shallow right field. That is the second baseman's ball right there.
Yeah, Adams with a fantastic grab.
Tough to make those catches over the shoulder.
Yeah, definitely.
And then the presence of mind to turn around and wing it to third base with some accuracy as well.
And here's Josh Seiler, the sophomore. See what if he can get some momentum and offense going against Hosner here for the Bigfoots. And there's the pitch, and first pitch will be a strike down the middle again for Hosner. And it looks like the Bigfoots, like we said, they get the, it looks like Smoot will talk to his runner on second here, and Seiler as well. But, yeah, like we said, the Bigfoots, they get the runner on base, but nothing's coming out of it.
Yeah, understanding what the meeting is about here. Can't really draw up a play with 2 outs.
Yeah, this is a tough one to swallow for the Bigfoots, but hopefully they can just produce something here and tie the ball game. But we haven't seen that happen yet. And you got 4 more outs left in this game to do it.
Sacrifices are out of play with 2 outs, obviously.
Yeah, can't advance the runner here anymore with the sac fly, but we'll see if Seiler can create anything else, any momentum here.
Yep, at this point it just comes down to you putting the ball in play and finding a hole.
Here's a pitch from Hosner, and Seiler connects with it, and that'll get over the left fielder's head, and that'll be a run scored, and just like that, the offense is delivered, and we have a tied ball game. Barker was flying across third, and just like that, the Bigfoots deliver the offense that they've been looking for all night. Pump it up for the Bigfoots. It's a 1-1 game now with a 2-out double there from Seiler, excuse me. Some excellent offense that they need, and a great hit there from Seiler as well.
Yep,
Absolutely ripped that.
Said to find a hole, and hitting it over the left fielder's head is one way to do it.
Definitely is.
Yeah, great clutch hitting from Seiler. You mentioned just 4 outs remaining for this Bigfoots team to try and make something happen, and they finally do.
And here's Dylan Bacot. Let's see if maybe the Bigfoots can somehow take the lead here.
Right, it's certainly not over. You still, with it being a double, you got a guy still in scoring position. See if Bacot can try and produce another run.
That's a fantastic hit there by Seiler. And we haven't not seen that really much at all from tonight from both teams in general. But
wow.
Great play there by Hosner. He will run this one first, himself, and toss it there to Leonard. And the Locos will get out of the inning, but not unscathed, as it will be a tie ball game now going into the 9th inning, as we have a fun ending to this one with the Locos up to bat in the top of the 9th against the Bigfoots.
By the way, it's
Let's go! To a place where you can grow.
A place to be heard.
And take a closer look.
A place where you can crush it.
And push yourself.
A place to find your voice.
This place rocks. And rolls.
A place where you can get out.
A place you'll never forget.
So where is this place? Let me show you.
Life is a journey. We're told that there are mountains and valleys before us. A mountaineer trudges through. Where others see an obstacle, a mountaineer sees an opportunity. A mountaineer climbs tomorrow's mountains today. So what is a mountaineer? A mountaineer is you.
Welcome back here as we have a tie ball game now, and the Bigfoots could really use this game because their last 3 ball games they have lost. Last four actually, yeah, but we see last 3 ones here, lost 4-9 against the River Bandits, 11-10 to the Valley Stars, and 3-2 to the Disco Turkeys. These have been close games though, they just can't quite close them out, but tonight we're in that situation again, but see what the pitching can do here if they can close this one out.
Yep, and 3 of those 4 losses in a row have come by just a single run, so closing out the game has been the issue for the Bigfoots. But now they got a real opportunity in a tie game as the home team to come up big and end this losing streak.
And Hosner is up to bat here, who is just pitching, actually, for the Locos. And here's the pitch to start the 9th inning with the tie ball game. And that one will be outside, and that will be a ball, making it a 1-0 count here for Hosner. He was playing first base to start the night, and now he's pitching for the Locos. Don't know if we'll see him in the bottom of the 9th, but never know. As here's the pitch from Honolin. And it'll be a 2-0 count here for Hosner. Jeff, what do the Bigfoots have to do here to just keep it a tie ball game here in the top of the 9th?
Starts with getting 3 outs. I mean, it's the.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong there.
It's the meat of the order right now, and meat of the order's done. Not as much as you'd think. Just 3 hits from the 3 and 4 hole combined. And 3, 4, 5 actually combined.
Right there from Honolulu. That'll be 4 pitches and 4 balls and a walk. So that is not the start that the Bigfoots would have wanted to this inning, but
that's what you don't do to start the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's not getting 3 outs right there.
Mic check, 1, 2. Okay, the microphone is actually working. Sorry, fans.
And now we see Coach Ryan Smoot go out and talk there to the pitcher, and Barker as well. Might see a pitching change come in here as well. Great last inning, though, for the Bigfoots defensively. I mean, they had no problem. It looked like I believe they had a 1-2-3 inning. It was really quick and super simple. And we will have a pitching change here for the Bigfoots. As Ryan Smoot tries to encourage his team here to get out of this inning. Looking at the Boone Bigfoots social media, Instagram, you can find them at Bigfoots Baseball, Twitter, B Bigfoots, Facebook, Boone Bigfoots, and their TikTok, Boone Bigfoots. The Bigfoots are definitely starting to grow more on the social media as, Biggie's becoming a star across the world, I would imagine. I mean, why would he not be? That's the real question.
Yep, our new pitcher for the Bigfoots is Travis Shoemate. He's pitched 2 innings so far. Got an 0-1 record.
So Travis Shoemate will be on the job to save the game for the Bigfoots and see if he can get him into this 9th with a chance to win it.
From Lynchburg College, see the favorite TV show is Friends. I've never seen it.
You've never seen Friends, really?
I don't really watch TV like that. If I'm watching TV, it's sports.
Wow. Ladies and
As
gentlemen,
you can tell by my useless knowledge that I've showcased tonight in bits and pieces.
Semi-useful, We've been wrong though a lot, so I wouldn't even say useful actually. Yeah, that's a good point. I think about it. But I will say Friends. I'm not a big fan of it, but I've seen it though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorite sitcoms, but
I'm obviously familiar with it. But
yeah, exactly. The next 4 games for the Boone Bigfoots. Tomorrow versus Carolina Yankees. Sunday versus the Carolina Disco Turkeys. Jeff will be on the call with Matthew Schweikert, who we heard last Friday here for App TV, but they will be calling it on WASU.
That is the
Carolina Yankees.
Yes, that's the game tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. And then Tuesday at the CV Stars, that'll be a doubleheader for the Bigfoots. And tomorrow, Carolina Yankees.
Yes.
Jeff Marson will be on the call. You doing play-by-play, color commentary?
I believe I'll be doing play-by-play. I'll try to do my best to be entertaining for you on the radio. I imagine there's some player families tuning in, hoping to see their kids doing well.
I will definitely be tuning in to hear you and Matt, hear your takes,
I don't know if we'll take the same angle that we're taking here. I do like the relaxed atmosphere of these games, though. It's a whole lot of fun. I actually recommend you guys come out to a game.
Yeah, definitely.
If you get the chance.
There's a pitch from Shoemate. That was a swing and a miss from Amaro. But, definitely a fun atmosphere. Summer League Baseball is a great thing to go out, fun thing to do. A lot of weekdays they're playing and just entertaining. And the Bigfoots put on a show. Killer dance moves.
Right, and we talked about some of the theme nights.
And that is Amaro connecting, and that one will be a base hit. That'll be fair. And then left field, there's a huge gap there, and this might be a run scored. The Locos are going to take a 2-1 lead as that's a double. And look at that. Hosner will score. But he's out at second, but they still get the run to score, making it a 2-1 game. But the Bigfoots at least get something after that hit from Amaro as he just overran second, it looked like, and he was out. But not what you want to see. It looked like the shift was on in the outfield there. And it looked like for the Bigfoots, left field, I believe it was Baycott possibly, was just over more towards center field and wasn't there. And that was hit right down the line.
Yep.
For Amaro and just got right by. And Hosner was hustling, though. He was flying around third.
Almost,
this time.
Yeah, almost against the little shift that they had in the outfield against the left-handed Amaro. And then great hustle by Hosner to get all the way around the bases. He's a big guy, but showed off the locomotives that time.
Oh, there you go. Jeff's killing it with the punts tonight. Yeah, got to give a shout out there.
Yeah, it's cringe-worthy, but
yeah. Yeah, it is cringe. But here's Jaden James up to bat. And here's the pitch inside, and he will hit James, and that'll be a man on first now for the Locos.
Hit him right in the elbow guard. He didn't feel a thing.
Yeah. Hopefully James isn't too made up for that one, but it did look like it hit him right on the padding, so he should be okay. But so far, this has not been the inning for the Bigfoots with only 1 out on the board, but Travis Shoemate has not really had the outing that he wanted to so far here.
And luckily for the Bigfoots is they were able to get that out at second. I think that will come up big at some point in this inning.
Yeah, and don't forget to join the conversation, #BigfootsBaseball on Twitter. As this game is coming out to an interesting ending here with 1 out, 1 man on first, and looks like it'll be Leonard up to bat here for the Locos, but it'll be interesting as the umpires look like they're having a discussion here on the first base line with Ryan Smoot out on the field too as well. Not really sure what that one was about, but Leonard's up to bat here against Shoemate, their first time meeting. Shumate's first inning on the mound. But it has not gone his way so far as the Locos have taken a run so far here. It's only 1 out. And it was Hosner hustling around third, showing off the locomotives, according to Jeff Marson, and getting the run. And that pitch is high and a little bit of inside, and that'll be a ball, making a 1-0 count here. And Leonard takes a little timeout. And Jaden James on first, cheating. Schumann doesn't even look. Delivers the pitch. And a throw to first. Doesn't get him. He's easily safe. There's Jaden James from Barker. And it's a 2-0 count for Schumann as he's just looking to find the strike zone here and not give up any more hits. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Oh no, it looks like there's going to be a meeting here from Barker and Schumann.
Yeah, he said struggling to find a strike zone. Seen a couple of these meetings from the Bigfoots, just trying to get the confidence of their pitcher up. They've worked pretty well so far. Just got to remind them, calm down. It's not the ultra competitive environment, I feel like, but all these guys out here are really trying to get better, trying to see some improvement over the summer.
Yeah, that's definitely what they're trying to do, but also the Bigfoots really want to get this win tonight. After falling to a 1-4 record, but here's the pitch, and that one is connected well by Leonard. Running back is center field, and that one, did he make the catch? I believe he did. What a grab there. Fantastic play, and that is a great and much needed out for the Bigfoots. Running to second is Jaden James, and it looks like the Bigfoots just forgot to play defense there for a second, and he will easily get to second base after he tagged up to first, and it just looks like the Bigfoots were caught sleeping there on defense.
Caught me sleeping as well because I was looking down at my notes to score the play.
Yeah. No one was really paying attention, and James just saw. I mean, there was no one within about 10 feet, it looked like, to second base, and he easily is safe there as second baseman and shortstop are away.
Do want to add, that was an incredible catch there in center field. Just booking it straight off the bat into the right center gap, and then the sliding grab.
Yeah, I believe that was Padgett in center field, but yeah, fantastic grab there. As that one's hit, looks like it might be another play, or a little play for a second baseman here, and that'll be an out. And the Bigfoots only give up one inning there, as Travis Schumann lets up the run, but good defense there from the Bigfoots in the end of it, but also caught sleeping a little bit there. 2-1, the Bigfoots look to come back here in the bottom of the ninth, with only 3 outs left in this game for them to play. Welcome back to Boone, North Carolina, as the Bigfoots are looking to come back here. Jeff's pumped up. The Bigfoots are pumping it up. Everyone is excited here to see the bottom of the ninth inning. It's a 2-1 ball game as the Locos stole a run there, and some weird base running and just some odd defense there from the Bigfoots, but it was a great hit into the left field gap, and the Locos took the lead, but Bigfoots are looking to take it back here in the bottom of the ninth.
Right.
Jeff, what do you think is going to happen here?
1-run game, electric atmosphere here in the bottom of the ninth. You got the part of the order that you need up with 3, 4, 5. I'm really excited to see how this plays out. Bigfoots need 1.
And it's Tylen Reese up to bat. Takes a deep breath, and he looks to tie this ball game, do whatever he can for the offense to try to get this game within grasp. For the Bigfoots, here's the pitch. And swinging, making contact early, that'll be in play. Here's the play for Hosner. He throws to Reese. He is safe. Fantastic base running there from Reese, hustling and getting the play. Hosner is not happy, it looks like. He grabs his hat as he stood there for a second. But Reese was flying. They're pumping it up here. They're excited for that single. Jeff was just pumping it up enthusiastically as well. But the Bigfoots get the man. They got the runner on base to tie the game here.
We talked about the turf playing a factor with the bouncing of the ball, and that was the case there. Just a slow chopper, almost a swinging bunt from Reese showed off the wheels and able to get the Bigfoot started with a single.
Yeah, Tyson Bass up to bat here. Tyson Bass was doing the cardio work earlier, as we pointed out, but here, doesn't matter how much cardio is, he wants to get on base, get the Bigfoots this win. First pitch, that'll be a ball, making it a 1-0 ball game. And now the Bigfoots, this is where you got the excitement, but you kind of want to relax, Just, this is any ball game, but it's really not, though. Bottom of the ninth, down by 1. Let's see what Bass can bring against Hosner here.
The mission is clear. It's all about execution at this point.
It is clear. We talked about it. The Bigfoots are struggling to bring in the runs all night. Both teams were, but they were able to do it last inning. Let's see if they can do it here. Reese cheating a little bit off first. Bass makes contact, but that'll be a foul ball. Comes right back at us, but everyone's fine. Hits the netting. And now everyone warms up as Bass has got a 1-1 count here. No outs. Runner on first. Tylen Reese showed the wheels earlier. Might show him again here as he's been cheating off first a lot.
This team has suffered enough one-run losses in the past few games. They want to get over that hurdle, and this is a great opportunity.
It definitely is. 1-1's the count here. And connecting, and that'll be a foul ball. Looks like it might hit the roof again. Sounds like it does. Be careful, that one might roll back into the crowd there. Whoa! And it does. I think that might have hit a fan. Someone is. And it looks like a young fan gets the ball. Good for him. Another souvenir as he got a 1-2 count here. Hosner pitching against Bass.
I must say it was an architectural error to have the press box roof slanting towards the seats.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. I don't know what the Mountaineers are thinking there, but that pitch, he gets the strikeout call. It looked like it could have been outside, might have been. We've seen that call go that way all night as Bass doesn't like it, but it is a strike, making it 1 out for the Bigfoots. Tylen Reese still on base, though.
It's a big-time pitch there from Hausner.
Now batting number 1, Matthew Wright.
And here's Hosner as he focuses in with 1 out and a man on first for this first pitch. And he hits the batter, and that'll be a walk. 2 runners on base, so there'll be a man on second and a man on first.
This is Matthew Wright at the plate, coming in and doing his job, getting on base, leaning into one.
Yeah, that is exactly what you need for the Bigfoots. So now the winning run is on base for the Bigfoots, and it looks like Bellamy is up to bat.
Just reading Matthew Wright's bio here, he's got some interesting answers here that I don't even know if I'm comfortable sharing on air.
Are you going to laugh at all? No.
He says he's a regular at hitting nukes, which I didn't really get a chance to see that time.
Oh, no, he got drilled by a pitch. I mean,
and
one's not on him.
Fun fact about him, he says, I am the best guy twerker to ever live.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Yeah, now I get why you were like, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's already on the air now, so that's what he told us.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeff, for that killer analysis there.
Can't find it anywhere else.
No, you really can't. Jeff Martin is doing the work that no one else does on these details. But it's Hosner here. Had a little meeting with all of his infielders there, and looks like the runners and Coach Smoot and some other people are meeting for the Bigfoots. As 1 out, runners on second and first here. As it's Wright and Reese on base. Reese at second, Wright on first, and Bellamy up to bat here, as the song that was playing was Help I Need Somebody, and that is the perfect message to send right now. And maybe Bellamy's the guy to send the help. Ryan Bellamy from Sherwin University. Go-to karaoke song, My Home's by the Black Eyed Peas. I guess it's fitting the vibe that Jeff was mentioning earlier.
Yeah. We'll try to escape it as we get later into the night.
And here is the first pitch to Bellamy from Hosner. Fresh count, 1 out on the board. Runners on second and first. Hosner checks the runner in second. Reese stares at him for a second. Here's the pitch. And Reese cheating heavily off second, nearly perfectly between third and second there. But he doesn't run. He goes back to second. Probably a smart play to do there. As we've seen, too, the catcher for the Locos, he has got a killer arm. He is easily throwing out a couple batters at second. I mean, no problem, too.
strong arm and, more importantly, an accurate one.
Exactly. 1-0 pitch here to Bellamy. And he gets the strike call. It looked like that one might have been low and outside. A lot of fans don't like that one at all. These outside pitches have gone the way of the pitcher all game, but once again, there's a lot of boos and fans in disgust.
Yeah, the boo sound effect is getting worn out here at Jim and Betty Smith Stadium.
It's a 1-1 count here. Bellamy makes contact. That one is ripped in the left field line, but it'll be a routine play for the left fielder, and Reese will run back to second to stay safe. 2 outs on the board. And that's a tough one to swallow there for the Bigfoots.
Yep, a hard hit ball, but the outfield playing deep. They can't let anything get by him. And that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah. Simple play by the defense, good positioning, and perfect place. And here's Barker, the catcher for the Bigfoots. See if he can be the hero. They need a hero right now. Maybe it can be Barker. Up to bat here against the Locos and Hosner. Yeah, Reese on second, right on first. 2 outs on the board, bottom of the 9th, down by 1. And Smoot looks like he's going to talk to the umpire here as Barker is taking off his helmet. Might have a pinch hitter here. It look like we're getting, possibly.
This is the part where I explain what's going on, but I truly do not.
Yeah, I am not totally sure here, but the Bigfoots are pumping it up in their dugout. Trying to build some momentum here, but still we're getting a... They don't seem too worried as they seem confident here. That's what the Bigfoots might need, some confidence, but... And it looks like the Bigfoots might have a pinch hitter here. Not sure. Smoot is talking to the umpire. This is a lengthy conversation. Doesn't seem like a pleasant one. I'm not really sure what this is about exactly, though.
Right.
Really, maybe it's about the last call on the strike there where it was seen a little down and outside in the call, went the way of the pitcher, but I feel like we've seen that all night. I feel like you got to expect it, but...
I mean, that last at-bat ended in a fly out to left field. We can't be debating balls and strikes at this point.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Smoot is not happy, though. He is... Yeah, he's giving him an earful, but it seems like the umpire just really...
He doesn't care.
Yeah, he really didn't care at all. It seems like he was almost smiling. I'm not really sure, but... Yeah, it looks like we might have a pinch hitter here situation for the Bigfoots. As it's Walter Monday. Looking like he's coming up to bat here for the Bigfoots, and it is Walter Monday. From Transylvania University, favorite food, cheeseburgers, but let's see if Walter Monday, Jr. from Transylvania University, can be the hero tonight for the Bigfoots. Walter Monday stretches his one out as Hosner waits for him to get in the batter's box.
Dream pinch hit scenario for any pinch hitter is to have an opportunity to come up clutch for your team late in the game. Monday's got that chance to drive the tying run home.
There's the pitch from Hosner. That'll be a ball, and that is low and way outside. Would have been shocked if that one would have been called a strike. I think Smoot would have talked to him for about 20 minutes if that one was called a strike. But it's Monday here against Hosner. 2 outs. Runners on second and first. The Bigfoots need a miracle. Can they get it here from Monday? Here's a 1-0 pitch from Hosner. No swing, and that one will be outside. That'll be a ball for Hosner. And it'll be a 2-0 count here. Hosner versus Monday. This is the moment where you say, like, the legends are made and stuff like that.
This is a great at-bat so far, taking the first 2 outside. Going to get a good pitch at some point, possibly in the next 2.
And that one's outside again, and this will be a 3-0 count here. You don't think you get the green light here? What do you think,
Absolutely
Jeff?
not.
Yeah, that would be shocking. We saw it earlier, though, in a 3-0 count.
Right.
And it did not go the way of the Bigfoots.
Yes, swinging 3-0 doesn't normally work out because there's that extra pressure of, well, why'd you swing?
Exactly.
It's 3-0.
Especially 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. I'd be pretty shocked to see a swing, but...
Especially from a pinch hitter.
Yeah, here's Monday against... And no swing, and that one's outside, and it's a ball. 4 pitches, 4 balls for Hosner as the bases are loaded. As Walter Monday pinch hitting, didn't even have to swing once. Saw 4 pitches, 4 balls, and he's walked. Bases loaded. Let's see what the Bigfoots can produce here. Late game. Pressure's on, the nerves are on, but see if they can perform as we wait the next batter for the Bigfoots.
Someone's got to show up, right?
Yeah, someone has to. I don't know who it is if they're doing another pinch hitting scenario.
It's going to be Justin Reed stepping in with
See
the
what-
chance to win it. 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th, Eric. Doesn't get any better than this.
This is really like what like the game and exactly you expect in those just like movie moments, basically. But we'll see which way the team it goes as the catcher goes out to talk to Hosner here. But Justin Reed does a killer Adam Sandler water boy impression, but doesn't matter now. That is probably the last thing in his mind right now is his water boy impression. Instead, he is just thinking of tying this game or winning this game against the Locos and Hosner.
Just trying to make Mama proud here with the bases loaded.
Oh, man. I cannot wait to listen to that one back. Jeff doing his semi-Waterboy impression.
Nope.
But here's
Just
Justin
quoting.
Reed. Yeah, quoting. I'll still count as an impression. Here's Justin Reed. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Hosner to Reed. And that ball will be over the plate, and that will be a strike for the first pitch. Looks like Reed wasn't even thinking of swinging on that one.
Well, generally when a guy throws 4 straight balls,
why swing on that one?
Gotta
Yeah.
prove to you that he can throw a strike.
Yeah, definitely proved it there. 0-1 count here with 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch from Hosner to Reed.
Good pitch.
Good pitch. He gets the call. Just looks like he gets the corner of the strike zone. It looks like that one's been called a strike all night, though. I mean, you can't really complain about that one with the way the calls are going. 0-2 count here for Reed against Hosner. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Can Reed produce anything, or can Hosner close it out for the Locos? Bigfoots are looking for Reed to step up. Here's the pitch. And Reed makes contact with it, and he will stay alive in this at-bat.
All you got to do in an 0-2 count is fight. Give yourself another chance if you're not going to put it in play.
And that's what Reed's looking to do here so far. He makes contact on that one, and he's fighting. But really, what he needs here is a base hit. Can he get it? Down in the count, 0-2. 0 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded, bottom of the 9th. Pressure's on Hosner, pressure's on Reed. Who will deliver? Here's the pitch from Hosner. Likes the call. Does not get the strike call there. That'll be a ball, making a 1-2 count. That pitch was high. And Hosner takes his time walking back to the mound. 1-2 count. I'll reiterate again, but I will again. 2 outs, bases loaded.
Can cut the tension with a knife.
You really can. It is intense in here as the fans anxiously wait on the edge of their seats to see what Reed or Hosner will do here. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Hosner to Reed. Reed connects on it. That ball is driven. It looks like it might be an easy play here for the outfielder. He dropped it! He dropped it! Oh my goodness, he dropped it! And the Bigfoots are gonna win off a walk-off hit by Justin Reed. They chase after him. He is running all over the outfield. Oh my, what a win. Pump it up for the Bigfoots. They come back and win this ball game. 3-2, could have been 4-2. Who knows if they touch home plate, but what a win. Oh my, off an error for the Locos. And it looks like they're waving goodbye to the Locos. Oh my, what a scene, what a scene. What a ball game. That was nuts. Oh my, what a tough way to lose the game for the Locos. It's just it seems like a routine fly out there for the Locos, but they can't make the play. And we end the game on an error, and the Bigfoots get the win. What a way to win for the Bigfoots. We get the dramatic ending. You know, we said it. This is where, like, legends are made. And Justin Reed putting his name in history for the Boone Bigfoots as they are chirping on the field. They're waving goodbye to each other.
Yeah, the Bigfoots were on the wrong end of some taunting from the Locos, and they finally get to put it back in their face on the way off the field. A huge win for the Bigfoots. They've been losing a ton of close ones recently, and finally they can pump it up with a W.
They are celebrating. They're going crazy. The fans are pumping it up. The players are pumping it up. They got the cowboy hats on. Everyone is happy there. That is a Boone Bigfoots fan. What an ending. What a game. I mean, that was nuts. When I saw the play, I got excited. I thought it was a little deeper of a hit, but it wasn't. It drops in. The Boone Bigfoots get the win. 3-2. Join us next Friday for our next broadcast of the Bigfoots game. But what a game, what a win. Bigfoots improve the record to 2-4 with a 3-2 win.
Tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. right here at Smith Stadium. By the way, again, it is Carnival night, so make sure you get here early. Step right up to the plate.
Standing by.
My name is Allison Bennett-Dyke. I am the advisor for the Appalachian Student News Organization and the PO Literature and Arts Review at Appalachian State University, and I work in the Department of Communication. I would describe the community within the staff of the Appalachian as close-knit.
So each week something new will pop up. So we have our scheduled meetings. Big ones are on Thursday, and then we have some throughout the week. But breaking news is always popping up, and so that's going to be the most important thing to us at that time, is getting that up and it being accurate and correct. So you kind of have to put certain things on pause, and then like focus on those things. And then once that breaking news story is up, you can go back to your normal schedule. And you don't really know, like each week looks different because of that, and you don't know what's going to be happening in Boone or on campus, so you kind of have to just be ready.
So I think having that connection beyond just what they're working on is really helpful. And then just knowing they can collaborate and brainstorm on projects, and knowing that who has which expertise is really helpful as well.
I came to the newsroom, did my job, and left. And it wasn't until that spring semester of my freshman year where I started to make friends on the paper, and I was like, oh, okay, like this isn't just a job. This is, something that I can really find friends in and collaborate with awesome people in.
I think the main role of a student media advisor, whether you're advising a newspaper or a radio station or a literature and arts review, whatever, is to really empower the students to try out new things and not just kind of stick with like the legacy way of operating. There's not major requirements, so anybody can walk in the door and join and say, oh, hey, I want to learn graphic design, I want to learn how to do audio. And they don't have to come in already knowing how to do all that. Like, we'll teach them how to do all that here.
So I feel like my biggest takeaway just from starting as a reporter and then going up from a reporter to ANC editor to managing editor has just been, I realized how important the Appalachian is. There's just a lot of things that I don't think people know about that happen on campus, and you slowly start to like realize all of those things, and I feel like not as much information would be out to the public or like be as well known without the Appalachian, so I've really enjoyed being a part of that process.
I wanted to give you some information about our Appalachian State Online MBA program. Our Appalachian State Online MBA program is a 2-year program. The way we set it up is that you will take 2 classes per semester. So we have students come in every fall. That means you'll take 2 classes in fall, 2 classes in spring, 2 classes in summer, and this again continues another year. So this is the way we have set up our program. Keep in mind though that this 2-year program can be customized in any way you want. So for example, if you are thinking of taking only 1 class per semester, we can set up your program to essentially reflect that particular instance. Or we can also say that you might want to take more than 2 classes per semester. You can take 3 classes or 4 classes per semester if you so desire. So the entire idea is that this program can be customized in any way you want. The classes for our online program, first of all, keep in mind that this is a completely online program. There is no physical presence required in the campus at Appalachian. So your classes can either be synchronous or asynchronous. Synchronous classes essentially mean that the classes would meet virtually once a week, maybe on a Wednesday, or a Monday or a Tuesday, any day of the week, but usually whenever the meeting is set, it's usually set in the evening so that working professionals can attend the class. So the meeting would be once a week via Zoom. okay, the professor would conduct a class or have a class discussion or discuss a case study or what have you, but it would be once or twice a week depending on the professor's preference. An asynchronous class essentially is one that does not have any set meeting times. So there will be assignments, there will be projects, there will be deliverables in the class, okay, where you would have certain deadlines and dates within which you need to submit those deliverables. The professor would always be available during office hours, virtually of course, okay, so that you can meet the professor at any time you want during those office hours, but there will not be any class time per se. So that is basically what synchronous and asynchronous class means. Overall though, whether it's synchronous or asynchronous, keep in mind that our online classes are as rigorous as an in-person class. At Appalachian, okay, whether our MBA is being delivered online or whether it's being delivered face-to-face, our rigor does not change. It's the same program. So even if you're taking an online class, please keep in mind that the rigor will always be there. There will be deliverables that you would be expected to complete and finish. There would be assignments, there would be exams, everything would be the same. It is only the delivery mode that changes.
The vast majority of our online MBA students are full-time working professionals, with many of them with families, with community obligations. So faculty and us in the graduate programs office are more than willing to work with you within reason to help you be successful in the program as well as maintain your commitments outside of the program with work, family, and whatnot. Interestingly, more than half of our MBA students did not have a business undergraduate degree. So if you're thinking, I can't go back for my MBA because I did not study business in college, that's just not the case. Many of our students studied something different. Their career path has led them into the business world or into a position where they need business knowledge to continue or to progress in their careers. The one benefit that you would have if you did study business is with the prerequisites that are required for the program. So we do ask that you have introductory coursework or knowledge of I think it's 6 core business disciplines. So we have economics, finance, marketing, management, statistics, and accounting. And if you've taken those courses at the undergraduate level and made a B- or better in them, then you would meet that prerequisite. If not, it doesn't affect your application, your eligibility for the program. It would just mean that you'd need to do a little bit of catch up. And one way that you can do that is through our accelerated prerequisite modules that we offer. So that is a self-paced program where you're working, students say it takes around 20 to 40 hours of time working through chapters, taking quizzes, and completing a final exam in that subject area. So you can work on that after you have been admitted to the program if need be. Of course, you also have the option of taking an undergraduate level course at a community college or at Appalachian, whatever is convenient for you. So we invite you to attend one of our MBA info sessions. Those are hosted by our MBA team, and we, including myself, and we will go into more depth about the application process, prerequisites, any other information that you would want or need to know to apply to the program. And we'll also have a Q&A time. Those sessions tend to be fairly informal, so you are more than welcome to speak up and voice your concerns or questions to us, and we'd be glad to help answer those for you. You can find out when those are scheduled on the website. They're typically on Thursday evenings, 5:30 via Zoom, and we do ask you to register for those. But if you have any other questions or would like to get in touch with us, please do so.